셋, 별. Hello. Hi. Welcome in, friends. Sorry, I literally just got off work. Like, I literally just closed out work, did my thing, ran to the bathroom. And I'm so sweaty. Ew, I'm so sorry that I'm sweating so much. I'm like shiny. Ew. Ew, don't look at me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Today was one of those days, okay? I worked from 7 a.m. to freaking it's 5:49. So apologies that I look the way that I do. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. I have a lot of things I want to say at the top of stream. So let me just go back and say hi to everyone. Number one, thank you to everyone that came in here and liked the stream and shared it. I really appreciate that. I have a lot of things to say. Obviously, I have a lot of feelings about this game because I love this game with all my heart. So welcome on in, everyone. We're gonna go through it. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna chat about everything. So let me scroll back up to the top. Okay. Homie, hello, welcome in. I'm gonna say hi to everyone and then I'm gonna say like the things I want to say to make sure this is a safe and inclusive environment for everyone to feel their feelings and say their piece and what they want to say. Homie, I'm so sad too. Give me my wear fridge back is so real. Zach, hello, welcome in. Maron, hello. Ashley, hello. I don't know a whole lot about lads, but I know that you love it and I'm here for the tea, girl. Girl, welcome. Thank you for being here. And there are things that if you're in here and you're like, what the heck is lads? I don't know what that is. I'm going to talk about all the ways that you can help support our cause for what's going on with our husband, Valko. Lovely. Hello, welcome in. Someone hold me. My Twilight Saga ended before it could make a comeback. Literally. Literally. Coatsy, hello, welcome in. I don't know if I'm ready for this. I'm not ready for this either. I'm past my bedtime right now. I'm gonna be tired at work. Me too. Tomorrow is my longest day of work, but I don't even care because I had to come talk about this. Oh my gosh, I lost my place. Y'all were popping today. Welcome in, everyone. Tell me if I'm saying your name right. And I'm blind. I don't have my glasses. Is it MK7LA? Let me know what I can call you, but welcome in. Thank you for being here. Joy bringing the dramatic entrance immediately into the stream. Sorry. It was also dramatic because my mic wasn't working, but it's because it wasn't plugged in. It wasn't plugged in. See, I'm having a time. We're all sweating, Joy. For real. Ew, I look greasy. Ew, disgusting. You're a gorgeous girl. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for saying I look nice. I appreciate that. Good thing this is a stream and not some smell-o-vision. Seriously. I'm clean. I just got out of the shower. Ah, you're not sweaty. You're sparkling. I like that more. Oh, it's translating what y'all are saying again. My bad. Sorry if I skipped over some stuff. I'm just here for support. Thank you for being here for support. Justice for the Wear Fridge. Cool. Okay, I think I caught up. Look at that guy on the screen. He's huge and massive. I miss him before I even met him. I know. Look at him. Okay. Let me say my piece to make sure this is a safe environment. Number one, we are not going to bash any love interest today because you guys all know that I am a Caleb girl through and through. I love Caleb. He's my favorite character. I started the game for Silas. I stayed for Caleb. Still love Silas too. At the end of the day, I love all of them. I love all of them. The more men, the better. The more men and we all win, okay? I love all of them. So we're not going to bash any of the guys and point any fingers that it's because of him or whatever. No, that's not why we're here. We just want to talk about what happened and Infold's decision to pull Valko from the game before he even came out. I also want to talk about some of the things I've learned along the way that I've been like following all day today because it's just been massively insane. So that's number one. No bashing. This is a safe environment. Please be yourself. You can vent. You can, let out your frustrations here. That's why we're here, because this is all a lot and it's confusing, but please don't point fingers or say any negative things about any of the men that we love so much. Justice to my non-future husband. Literally, yeah. Yes. We love them all. A buffet is only good if there's food for everyone. Yeah, exactly. I'm a firm believer that there's a seat for everyone at the table. So, and we didn't need to kick Valko out of the table. And the problems that Infold has had with this game, let's be real, have been problems since before we knew anything about Valko. Okay. Should we just go to the letter? I have pulled up tabs of things that I've wanted to discuss. I was going to post a short today about Caleb and I decided not to because I feel like that would have been so tone deaf to everything that happened here. So here's the letter that came out and I'm going to read the letter this was from their Twitter page for anyone that didn't see it, and they posted it on their Discord too, but I'm gonna read it from here because there's a hashtag at the end that I thought was crazy. So they said, by the way, I'm in Western time, in Pacific time, and when I woke up, my phone was blown up with these notifications, and part of me was like, I'm dreaming this, but no, it's real. So they said, "Dear Miss Hunters, we sincerely apologize for reaching out once again. Over the past several days, our team has been closely following your conversations and feedback across all platforms. For the issues that have surfaced since the announcement of version 6.0 and the frustrations that these have caused our community, we want to clearly state, we are sorry. As we've expressed before, our vision for Love and Deepspace has always been to build a world that grows alongside you, one that offers a richer, deeper sense of companionship over time. As various issues have arisen in recent days, we have moved quickly to make the necessary adjustments. After reflecting on recent events, we recognize that we moved forward with the introduction of Valko before we were truly ready. My foot. Okay, sorry. To backtrack, I firmly believe that Valko has been in development for at least a year. And I think that his release was planned and all of this was timed out. I don't think any of this was just Infold saying, you know, it would be a great idea. Let's release this new character tomorrow that we just pulled out of our butt. No. In doing so, we let down the players who have supported us from the start, and we also fell short of delivering the experience that players anticipating Valko deserved. After extensive internal discussions, we have decided to make the following changes. What? We've decided to cancel both the launch and any further development of the new love interest. We also commit that no additional love interests will be introduced in future content plans. That is such an insane statement to me. Not only are they canceling Valko, but now they're saying that no other new guy will ever be introduced. That's crazy to me. 2. All other in-game systems and features originally scheduled for version 6.0, including Home 2.0 and the AR photo booth, as well as the limited time selectable 5-star memory rate-up event, will proceed as planned. The outfits, photo poses, and scenes, and the Night Hush box, the 2nd anniversary 4-star cards, originally planned as rewards for the Hunt and Link-On event, will instead be sent to all players for free via in-game mail after the version update. Going forward, the entire team will focus on further developing the stories and long-term companionship experiences of our 5 existing love interests, while ensuring a stable pace of main story production and updates. Raphael's new solar slot memories, for anyone that doesn't know, that means his myth, and companion will be revealed in July, so that the 4th myths are starting. Barspace Colonel Caleb and Anakinus leader Silas will also return in their main story branches in September and November, respectively. By participating in the relevant events, players will be able to obtain the corresponding 5-star memory branch memories for free. We will continue to devote all of our care and effort to bringing you richer stories and game experiences. Just hold up. I firmly believe that we would have gotten the Caleb and Silas main story updates in September and November, regardless of Valko coming out now or later. Hi Ruru, welcome in. Yeah, they had to have had him in the works. They had to have, because there's been like hints of him throughout the story. Like, he didn't just come out of nowhere, you know what I mean? Beginning today and continuing for 30 days, players who log in each day will receive 1 Deepspace wish via in-game mail. Each mail will remain claimable for 3 days for a total of 30 wishes. We hope this can offer some compensation for the disappointment and disruption caused by these adjustments. And then they go on to basically apologize again and share what their original vision was for the game. Then, on their own post, they put the hashtag Lads Valko canceled. What? Why are you making a hashtag out of this? This is crazy to me. Let me catch up here on chat and then we can talk about this decision. I don't even play this game and I'm shocked at this decision. It's just such a nuclear option. There were so many other decisions that could have been made that wouldn't have been so explosive. I 100% agree with that. I mean, instead of saying, you know what, we're just gonna cancel Valko entirely, they could have delayed his release and said, yeah, let's pull up Caleb and Silas's main story updates, because it has been dry for them for a while, Caleb especially, and let's release that first, and then we can push out Valko after the fact. But to go this route, this extreme, is crazy. I've never felt this insulted over a hashtag. Literally, yeah. It's very harsh because the other thing too that's so disheartening about that is all of the work that went into producing this character. Again, he did not just appear overnight or over a week or even over like a month. He probably was in development for a long time. And so now what's going to happen to the Valko voice actors across the different languages? What's going to happen to all the people that were writing his stories and who created his character model and everything? I mean, that's those people's livelihood, and that's terrible for them too. They were getting a lot of people who were pissy that there was not a continuation. Oh, you're just catching them up. Yeah. Thank you, Coatsy. Yeah, they were sending threats and complaints and leaving the game. Basically, they're playing who can scream the loudest so they can get what they want. Yeah, so essentially, my take on this, and my word is not gospel, okay? But my take on this is that there was a group of players on the CN server that did not like Valko, and for many different reasons. The biggest ones being that they claimed that his introduction was delaying the story releases of the other 5 love interests who already exist in the game, and then 2, that they didn't like the way that he looked. I saw some people, I saw things online of them saying that, they didn't like his skin tone or whatever, which, I mean, if that's true, my guy is 2 or 3 shades darker than porcelain. Anyway. And so to me, it kind of feels like they listened to that 1% of those players. Now, there's been other things that have come out since this statement came out earlier today that point to maybe larger reasons for why they canceled Valko, but there was an outcry amongst that player base, a subset of CN players that were really against Valko coming into the game. I'm talking about there were people I'm sorry. In my eyes, these are the people that are the parasocial fans of this game, because they were posting pictures and videos of themselves crying on XHS and stuff. Yeah, saying that he's tan. Where? What? What are you talking about? He's not. Yeah. And also that doesn't bode well for diversity in the game overall, if that's true, because it's just non-inclusive to do that. And Valko was so different from the guys that we did have personality-wise that this just seemed that would just seem a little insane to me if that's true. Yeah, he really isn't. We don't like how handsome this man is. Yeah, right? Do they even ever see what tan looks like? Well, I don't know. I don't know. If the people screaming on the internet left the game, it wouldn't have been a loss. Yeah. Yeah. And so I feel like they kind of listened to that 1%, which is problematic, obviously, for lots of different reasons, because that's the same subset of players who claim that they are the ones financially upholding this game, which is not true. Yes, the CN side does a lot to keep this game supported. I mean, they keep it in the #1 on the App Store and stuff, which is great. That's great for visibility and the publicity of the game. But to say that they're the only financial supporters of the game is just a bold-faced not truth. Let me be honest, okay? I want to be completely transparent. I have been playing... CN is China. I have been playing Love in Deepspace since January of this year. And the main reason for that is because I couldn't get it on my phone. I waited until I got an iPad, and that's how I ended up here. I comfortably spend about $100 to $200 per month on this game. Easily. I'm happy and easily can drop that much money on this game from my own funds and everything, because I love this game. So to say that, and I'm not the only one. I know that there are other people that spend that much or more per month on this game, or spend some amount that's more than like $4 a month on this game. So it's a global player base, right? So the global players are all the stakeholders within this game, and so to take him out is a huge disservice, in my opinion, to the global player base. Lies and cow duty, yeah, for real. That's really unfortunate. I'm sorry for those of you who love this game and are super disappointed. It is very, very sad that it came to this. And I just like, I'm so upset that this happened because, and again, like, I'm not trying to like cry me a river or anything because I wasn't playing the game when Silas or Caleb came out. Obviously, that means I missed their releases as characters. So as a newer player, I was very excited to be part of like new love interest is coming out and to be part of that hype. So for this to happen feels really, really crazy to me. Emilio, thank you for that message. I really appreciate that. A few days ago, wow, I really started to play at the right time. I know, poor homie. You're witnessing some crazy Love and Deepspace history right now, homie. You joined at a time. I was actually thinking of trying it out again, but I'm not about to jump in with all of this drama without Valko. He was super interesting and a big part. But 100,000%. Yeah. And I mean, the other thing too is we don't know if Silas's and or Caleb's main story branches in any way were dependent on Valko being introduced. In either case, taking him out of the game is going to take away from the lore and the main story. Because now we're missing this whole character that again was in development for a long time, that was hinted at in other parts of the story, and to erase him completely doesn't guarantee that when the Silas stories come out or when the Caleb stories come out that they're going to be as good as they could have been or as realized as they could have been. This is the same developer as Infinity Nikki. Yeah. I was really excited too. Yeah, they might have to rewrite a lot of stuff. So there's no telling like what those stories will be. Now, I think a lot of this could have been avoided had Infold listened to their player base in the first place and prioritized the content delivery for like especially Caleb and Silas, who are behind on content as it is. Like, we're missing bond stories for them. They don't have as many memories or cards as the OG3. And if that had been prioritized and that content was being delivered at a more regular pace, I don't know that this would have been such an issue, but those were already problems before Valko even came into the picture. And he was the perfect foil for Raphael. Exactly. He is needed. Yeah, now Raphael doesn't have a foil. He doesn't have his opposite. So there's going to be a palpable lack of balance, I think, within this game without Valko there. And I was telling my friends in our Discord server that every guy is assigned to a Stella color for battles, and there was one missing color, one missing guy for the missing color, and now that Valko's not here, is that Stella just forever going to be unassigned to a guy because they said that they're not going to pursue love interests anymore? That makes it a little strange to me too, for how that works. This just seems like an issue with rollout, not content. It's an issue of rollout and a complete fail in communication, like Infold communicating to their player base and being more clear on like timelines and when people could expect content to come out for Silas, Caleb, the OG3, whoever. At least like to even say, hey, we're working on their bond stories. We're working on this card, that card, or the other thing. Like, that was a total fail on their part, in my opinion. This just seems, yeah. This developer has been breaking my heart again and again. I'm so done. I know. Hugs to everyone. Hugs to everyone in chat, for real. For those of you who are just tuning in, thank you for being here. We decided to have an emergency stream to talk about what's going on and to kind of vent with this issue. Now, there are ways you can help. Even if you're not a player of Love and Deepspace, that's okay. But if you're sitting here and you are like, wow, I really want everyone in this chat to have the guy that they want, there is a petition going around and you can sign it. I'll post it in the chat right now. You can take that, just sign it. It doesn't cost you any money. You don't need to tip them or anything. They're trying to reach 250,000 signatures. So anyone that signs it, very much appreciated. You can even hide your name. I hid my name, so you could do that. If you post anything about this in your socials, use the hashtag #BringBackValko and make it flood everywhere. For those of you that are playing the game, you can do things like unfollow them on their socials. Today, this morning, they had 1 million followers on Instagram, and while I checked at work before I came here, they were down to like 980,000. So that stuff helps. If you play the game, remember that money talks. I am not going to be spending money on the game anymore until something comes out of this. I'm not going to renew my Aurum Pass. I'm not going to do any of that stuff. So all of that are things that you can do. Now, I want to talk about, there's so many things I want to talk about that has come out. Okay, let's talk about this first. I'm not going to read this to you, mostly because the screenshot of this is actually really terrible, and the chat was moving so fast that I couldn't find the original thing someone said. But there is some speculation online that this is all a PR stunt being pulled by Infold, which, let me just say a few things about that. For those of you who are not aware, there is currently an advertisement in Times Square in New York for Valko. He is on like a big digital screen in Times Square. And that means Infold had to pay money to get his ad up there. So think about it. Like, if they paid money to advertise him like that, only for them to be like, oh, let's cancel him. I mean, like, that's a loss for them if it wasn't a PR stunt and they're just like actually doing that. But it does seem a little insane to me that that's the case. Done and done, aside from my lads friends. Thank you, Ashley. We appreciate that. Oh my gosh, I called it above. Did you say something about a PR stunt? Sorry, chat's moving so fast. Yes, thank you for signing. Yeah, if it's a PR stunt, it would make me really angry too. Also, it would be a choice if that was a PR stunt, because think about it further. Like, Infold would have to have been like, you know what would be a great idea? If we announced this character, if we announced this man, and we posted this trailer about him, and we did this whole teaser for him, and we did this whole live stream where we announced him and we showed off some of his cards, we showed off his cafe interactions, we showed off a little bit about what he would be like as a character. And then, you know what would be great? If then we were like, just kidding, he's not coming to the game. And then to come back and be like, just kidding, he is coming to the game. Like, I don't know if this is a PR stunt. If it is, it's in extremely poor taste. It is an extremely, extremely poor taste. And I would only imagine that it would hurt more than it could help. This was my comment. Are they doing this for the press with the mentality that any press is good press, whether it's good or bad? Thank you for reposting your comment. Yes, it's, you know, my mind goes to that too. Like, the whole saying that any press is good press. Like, is that what this is? If that's what they're doing, this is horrible. This is just all in bad taste. And just, I don't like it, personally, one bit. But like, thinking about it, I don't know that it is, just because they're losing stuff. They're losing people along the way. The only reason I would forgive them if they did that only to save their ass from death threats and find a solution without making false promises. Yeah, and I mean, so for those of you who don't know, yesterday, what transpired was that the small subset of CN players that I was talking about, some of them sent I'm gonna just quote what I remember reading. Some of them sent cow dung and yellow and white chrysanthemums to the Infold building, which yellow and white, I guess, is significant for it like symbolizes death or like funerals. And so so essentially they were getting like death threats from this player base. Would they really go to the extremes of attacking their own building like that? Yeah, that's exactly, yes. Also, hello, welcome in, Onasilas. I love your name, by the way. Welcome in. That's exactly my sentiment. Like, would they go to that extreme to do that? I don't know. And that's where I have a hard time believing that it is a PR stunt. And you know, in like the same vein, we're talking about Infold. This is like a multi-million-dollar company. Are they not? If they were concerned about the death threats and stuff, I think they could have figured out a way to keep their employees safe. I don't want to like minimize that situation at all, but I feel like there were still other routes they could have taken than to go to this extreme. For the earlier reasons that I mentioned, which are that pulling out Valko entirely is taking away some of those people's livelihoods, those staff's livelihoods, and we don't know what's going to happen to those people. So I don't know. It is beyond crazy. Some people would, which is wild, but this whole situation is wild. Yeah, it's hard to say. Like, we're not Infold at the end of the day, and we're only like viewing it from afar, but death threats to a developer for adding more content is a new level of crazy. I know. Yeah, I know. And so here's my thing, okay? I'm going to be a broken record about this because just as someone that works in a software development, semi-tech adjacent industry, there is not a world in which Infold can make everyone happy. There is not a world where Infold can make everyone happy. That was always a losing battle for them. There's just too many players. There's too many people with different opinions. There's just not a world where they could have done that. There is a world, in my humble opinion, where they could have made some of these things all exist and be true at the same time. For example, they could have delayed his release and pulled up content for the guys that everyone is claiming like this sucks because they're missing their content. Again, I'm saying that as a Caleb fan. Caleb, who has the least amount of content out of anyone in the game. He's my favorite character. I was over the moon for Valko. They could have done that. They could have pulled that stuff up and made a better commitment and been more transparent and communicated when content for the existing guys was going to come out. They could have then delivered Valko anyway. But to just take him out completely is a disservice to the entire population of people that were excited for him, which, by the way, is still a subset of the CN players. It's not like all the CN players were hating on Valko either. There's a good portion of them who were super excited, and now they're disappointed too. Not any content, tan and Western looking guy. Yeah, and so that just like adds insults to injury. So wild. I don't know if I'm right, but one of the reasons for my Wolfman's cancellation is because of a number related to their history. Yes, and that is the other thing that I wanted to talk about. So we can chat about this. Completely agree with you, Unky. I was giving Hubs a breakdown of what's going on. Hi, Dusty! I don't know if you're listening to this, but I'm sorry if I'm like ranting and raging, but I've been at work all day and I've been just like, oh my God, what is going on? But yes, there is a number that we're going to talk about. Now, I apologize because actually, let me just tell you guys this first, because this happened like super recently. This is the Love and Deepspace Discord server. If you go in here right now, there is a lads general chat, which they've now put in like slow mode. I don't know how well it's working, as you can see how fast it's moving. They also had this NPC general channel. They've And I have not been posting in any of these, so it's not like I was specifically blocked. They've locked it down. Don't have permission to message this channel, can't message the off topic, can't message the deep space secrets, can't message the story discussions, because again, as you can see, people were flooding it with this like bring back Valko, and I think that they just came and muted all of these channels. But interestingly, the Valko channel is still here and it's not been muted. So that's a choice, my opinion. And the reason why I bring this up is because the number that our friend is referring to, MK, let me know if I can call you something else or if MK is good. That number, someone posted an article about that in the Lads General channel, but then it moved too fast that I couldn't find it again. So I had to Google it, and I found something on Reddit that I didn't fully read. I skimmed it and it covers the gist of this problem. Call me Jay. Okay, thank you. Let's be real, none of their choices make sense right now. For real. For real. I don't know a whole lot about this. I just kind of like skimmed this. I read a little bit. So if anyone in the chat happens to know more, you know, like please feel free to share your thoughts and like your knowledge on this. All of his promotional material is also strangely still up on X and YouTube. Yeah, it is. His banner, if you go to their X page, look, he's still here. On Instagram, he still has his little reel up too, which just really strange to me. Like, I don't know. I would have thought like if they're muting these channels, I would have thought they would have like removed Valko or something, but it is very confusing. Very, very confusing. Okay, so here's the TLDR that this person posted. And again, I am not an expert in this topic. I only know about like 30 minutes of researching. They said that there's political issues with Japan, Unit 731, and quote, women's safety issues that got escalated and are bringing attention to major Chinese news outlets and possibly the Chinese government, as in like Infold has been brought to the attention of Chinese news outlets. I think like Beijing Daily was mentioned, which is like the equivalent of New York Times, and potentially the Chinese government. So this person says, since Valko's teaser was released about a week ago, there's been about 50,000 formal complaints, 2 million plus comments under a single post, and 1 million followers lost across all platforms in China. The Chinese fandom is calling to stop the spending and the revenue per day since it's low. And so here's like what the controversy is. For those of you that do not play Love in Deepspace, there is a segment of the main story that you unlock at some point called The World Underneath. And it's essentially like a bunch of supporting lore. It's all stuff that you read. So unlike the main story where like things are voiced and whatever, in World Underneath, you're kind of just like reading, almost like you're reading on a Kindle to get more background information on the guys and like what's been happening in the main story itself. In April, we got an update to the World Underneath story where several more chapters were released. And so then apparently on April 21st, some players discovered that, quote, a human drug trial experiment file in the game labeled with the number A0731 was found. That number, 731, evoked the infamous Imperial Japanese Army Unit 731, which conducted lethal biological and chemical weapon experiments on human subjects during World War II. So some players noticed that, and it, like, I guess there was like outrage and outcry for that. And this is kind of like what brought up to their attention. I'm so blind without my glasses. Luis, welcome in. Sign 2 petitions. Let's not lose hope. Yes, please sign all the petitions that are out there. We cannot lose hope. And please, yeah, use those hashtags, bring back Valko. The only thing I wish is that there's still hope for Valko coming back. If not, remove everything and don't put salt in the wound. Yeah, the messages are mixed and confusing. This is some crazy lore. I know. So that was like an issue, right? The 731. My understanding of this is that like Infold came out and they were like, that was just a randomly generated number and it had nothing to do with that. But I think some people pushed back on that and they were like, maybe it does have something to do with that. And then the second was the controversy about the women's safety issue, because Ao Yin, that's his Chinese name, that's Valko. In the trailer that we reacted to together on my channel a few days ago, we saw that he like broke into MC's home, and they framed that under a women's safety issue. Like, oh, we shouldn't be like promoting these characters that are doing these questionable things to women, like breaking into her house, right? And so then all of these issues, the 731, the breaking into the house, Infold did other stuff. They released like this video for the kitchen that said, don't take a bath in the pot. And a lot of people interpreted that to a murder case in China where a husband killed his wife in a pot. And they like escalated that. And so apparently what is people are speculating is that all of these issues combined has been escalated to the Chinese government, and now their eyes are on Infold. So the worry is that they're going to censor the game if the Chinese government is involved. But let's be real, like almost all of the guys have done questionable things. Like, don't even get me started on like some of the things that have happened in the main story where you can argue like, well, maybe that's a women's safety issue. They're just framing all of these things as such. That's fantasy. Sorry, this just irritates me. Yeah, exactly. All the dark romance, smut, and stories should be shut down, whether they're real or fiction, is what I'm getting out of that. Yeah, I mean, pretty much, because if that's true, then we should all be worried for all of the guys, except Zayn, maybe. I don't know. And for any potential for more spicy banners in the future. Yes, they're literally saying anything at this point. I'm reading dark romance based on mafia. They would burn me to the stakes. I mean, my take on this is that it's being framed. These things are being framed as women's issues so that they could have furthered their cause of getting Valko out of the game. That's just my interpretation of what's happening here, because where was the framing of women's safety issues when the other characters did questionable things? Like Caleb logging into all of MC's devices to check on her weight and her location and being as possessive and obsessive as he is. Where was that? Where was the women's safety issues when MC gets dragged into the N109 zone and she meets Silas? Like, how come there wasn't an outcry of women's safety issues back then? This all seems like the perfect storm for saying this happened, it's women's safety issues. I don't like, when? Joy blaming the victims, don't kick me? Shut up, Aki. I'm just saying, if that's really what it is, then we should be saying it's a women's safety issue for a lot of other things that have happened in this game. Don't make me mute you, sir. Yeah, I'm not buying it either. Yeah, Silas uses Mephisto to follow and spy on MC. I'm just calling the bluff of like, if that's what we're saying this is, then all the guys, again, except maybe Zayn, have done controversial things with and to MC. And that's it. Plus, the whole like censorship stuff, like I said, then I think we should all be concerned that we won't get our fun spicy banners anymore if that's what it is. So basically, my understanding of this whole situation is that with this 731 problem, with the world underneath story and all of the stuff around women's safety issues, it was either we have the Chinese government's eyes on us or we get rid of Valko. Which option do you think Infold would pick? And again, that's just my read on what's happening here. I don't actually know. I don't know. Zayn is delusional and talks about ties like living objects. He might be in danger too. Yeah. Yeah, I can't be nitpicky with one and not see all the red flags with the others. Exactly. That's why, like, my opinion, it was the perfect way of saying, like, well, Valko's a threat to women's safety issues. But what that means is I don't like Valko and I don't want him to be in the game. Again, I'm talking like, these are like the parasocial CN players that were posting literal videos of themselves crying, saying, I'll never see my main in the game again because now Valko is coming into the game. Like, what? Be so for real with me right now. Be so freaking for real. You're never gonna see your main again because Valko is in the game? Please. Please. Correct. Not fair for the other players. They should give the chance to us. Yeah. For me, I play in Portugal, the EU server. Not fair for Europe and other continents only because CN players spread this crazy hate. Exactly. It's not fair to the global player base. And that's why it's not fair when this subset of players is saying that they're the ones who are financially upholding the game. BS. BS. Global players are spending money on this game. Like, there's just not a world where they're the only ones. And this is what it is. Crazy delusional hate. Yeah, it is. And so then it's like, it's no wonder why the global player base feels like they matter less than this arguably smaller subset of players, because they just pulled the rug out from under us. And it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, that's where that 731 thing came from. Facepalm. Yeah, exactly, for the whales. If global feedback is not going to be taken into consideration, why have a full English version of the game in the first place? 100%. This is like the issue, right? It's like, we're saying that this game, you know, like Paper Games, Infold Games, is a Chinese-based game developer, which is true, but they're the ones who made the game global. So I don't think it makes any sense to keep saying like this is a Chinese game. It's developed by Chinese developers, but it is a global game enjoyed by millions of people worldwide. So do our opinions not matter? Like, don't we, like, doesn't this matter for us too? We're spending money on the game. We're directly contributing to its success. The end players went crazy. Yeah, they sent flowers to the lads company. Yeah, this is true. Excellent snapback, for real. Yeah. And that's why there's a bunch of people now who are leaving their socials. There are people who are uninstalling the game, like, period, because I think Infold has shown themselves with this stunt. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they're just, more of their true colors came out, and it's really disheartening if you're a global player and you're like, well, cool, I don't matter? I guess I don't matter. And that actually leads me to the other thing, which I started to see. I don't know if I have a tab open for it, but now there are people like in their Discord server saying that they're gonna shut down like the global, they're gonna like stop keeping the global servers open, which, like, don't believe everything that you hear, first of all. I saw that being spread across their Discord. If that's true, that's just crazy. That's insane to me. There's no logic here. Not in the players who originally went feral, and not in the reaction of Infold. No, there's no logic whatsoever. I mean, the decision was made in such poor taste. He was supposed to come out in, what, 2 weeks? Right? Couldn't think that they could be worse with another than the Infinity Nikki stuff. Oh, I know, like with what happened with Infinity Nikki, yeah. Yeah, I guess they have a track record for making some choices for this kind of stuff, but I mean, if any part of that is true, that they would consider pulling out of the global market, that would just be so crazy. For Nikki, they just completely erased a storyline, and now they're erasing a character. Yeah, and so that's just the thing that worries me about this. Today, it's Valko. tomorrow, what if there's outcry over one of the other guys? Is one of them next? Like, do they, no pun intended, fold that easily to this subset of players? I don't know. But the fact that they did this to one of the characters makes me feel like, well, they can just do anything. They can decide to do anything, and we won't know. We won't be able to stop it. It'll just happen. So yeah, I can't find, I don't think I had a tab open for it, but there was people saying like, oh, they're gonna pull out of like the global market now and just serve the CN side. The flip side of that was people were like, well, why can't they just release Valko outside of the CN server? I don't know what that would take to do it, but I mean, I guess. Could that have been an option? Maybe. I don't know what kind of resources would have to go into that. What if they change Silas's hair so it's not white anymore? That would be a choice. Homie, that was my thought too. I'm much more familiar with Nikki, and their choices have been questionable. Yeah, and like, I think that earlier this year there was some concern that Infold was going to kind of do something similar, where they were gonna like erase storylines or like erase the guy's memories or something. I mean, that was all just like rumors and speculation, but because they did that in Infinity Nikki, I mean, do we put it past them? I don't know. That would mean 2 separate main storylines though, one with Valko and one without. Yeah, exactly. And I just like, I fundamentally believe that scrapping Valko means that they're going to have to rewrite some of these existing storylines, because I don't for a second believe, I do not for a second believe that they weren't planning Valko for years, at least months, and therefore had written him into the story already. Like, I don't believe there was a world where he wasn't part of some sort of roadmap or timeline or content delivery. And now that they're scrapping him, I firmly believe that they're going to have to go back and rewrite some stuff to accommodate for that. And what that looks like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how that's going to change their main storyline. I also don't know, like, I don't know how that's going to affect things like the 5 existing guys that we do have. There's no way that he hasn't been years in the making. 100%, yeah. In the world underneath stories, there was a mention of Eon Core in one of the chapters. I don't want to give away like spoilers, because I know we have some friends in here who haven't gotten that far in the game, but there was a mention of Eon Core, so he's been hinted at in the main storyline like for some time now. So if they're just scrapping him, like, what does that mean for the content that already exists in the game where he's been hinted at? I don't know. And again, like, the fact that they said no more new love interests ever. So now we're saying that the success of this game is going to rely on the 5 existing guys that we have, which I'm not saying, like, I don't want to fearmonger and be like, there's no way that they can maintain and hold up the game. But like, part of the appeal of this game is the love interests, is their storylines, is the characters, is the male leads. And so the more better male leads you have, I mean, the better this game is going to be, the more it'll attract new players who might identify with a love interest that wasn't in the game at first, but now is. And it just is better for the longevity of the game. This concerns me for the longevity of the game, because what do you mean? Like, there was always supposed to be 6 love interests. There was always that little space that said coming soon, and now it will be 5, and we're never gonna get any new ones ever again. Like, way to kill excitement for the game. Most definitely years, if not from the very beginning, since there are the 6 slots that you mentioned. 100%. Some say this is like a stunt to test the community. Yeah, we were talking about that it's maybe a PR stunt. I hate it if it is. Like, I hate it. If this is a PR stunt, I hate it. And it's in very poor taste. In very poor taste. They were amazing, but to entertain the game in the long run, you can't never add anything new. Yeah, exactly. And like I said, I mean, I think these are problems that Infold need to have solved anyway, regardless of Valko being there. And those were having consistent regular updates for the existing love interests and being transparent about those updates whilst still having Valko for the people that were excited for Valko. Yes, Valko's voice being in the main story. Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, just to vent and get it off my chest, I keep thinking about the Valko VAs across the different languages, and I just like, my heart shatters for them and the work that they had put into recording his cards. By the way, like the cards, the 5-star cards, I don't for a second believe that it doesn't take months to develop just one of those cards. So like the fact that we were gonna have like what, 3 5-star cards plus a Bond story for him, I mean, there was so much work that must have gone into that, and now it's just being thrown away. It just would be terrible. What's crazy for me is I saw so many positive views about Valko than negative, so it's shocked to see that they're wanting to cancel him. I know, yeah. And that includes like CN players and global players were really excited for him. He was so different, and I think he would have been so refreshing. But to like not have him and to take that away from people before he was even here, like he didn't even have a chance. Do you know what I mean? Like he didn't even have a chance. It's insane. For them, the English VA sounded so good. His voice was so good. Are you kidding? I was dying to hear more of his voice, and now we won't. Hi, Space Ghosty, welcome in. Yeah, it's just all crazy. By the way, we have so many new friends in here. Hi, welcome in. For those of you who don't know me, hi, my name's Joy. I'm a cozy game streamer, content creator here on YouTube and on TikTok. I've been in a lads groove for months now, but I do stream other games too. Really lovely to have you here. Please consider hitting that like button if you're enjoying your time being here. Consider subscribing, because we're just a big group of people that loves lads and loves other cozy games and loves a community of friends, and we would love to have you here with us. And feel free to join our Discord. Our Discord is a safe place for you to come and vent right now. I don't know if one of my mods can grab the Discord link. Nightbot hasn't shouted it out in a while, but it's also in the video description. Yes, and we love, and you're all welcome here at any time. I want my free glasses card and my annoying little bee puppy. I know. I saw a crazy comment that was like, Infold really euthanized the puppy. Oh my god. My heart shattered when I read that. Oh, that doesn't work, Coatsy. That's my bad. My favorite is Silas always, but I was hoping Valko could be his new roommate. Listen, I was so hoping to have my unholy trinity with Caleb, Silas, and Valko. I really wanted I wanted the wolf, the crow, and my holy big bro. My unholy big bro. Yeah, we have a lot of Silas fans in our community. I was so ready for my werewolf. Yeah, we had some friends who were going to start playing the game, potentially for Valko, and now that's been taken away. Reach the unholy trinity. Yes, let's go. Oh, there goes Nightbot with the Discord link. We've been talking about it all day in the lads channel. So you're more than welcome to join, you guys. I wanted Twilight back. Give me my vamp werewolf boyfriends. Yeah, for real, for real. I am honestly so freaking sad, you guys. Can I vent? Not that that's not what I've been doing this whole time. Can I vent? Just Well, first of all, as a creator, I was going to come on here on July 9th and stream the entire new update. We were going to get all the Valko cards. We were going to watch it. We were just going to have the best time ever. I was considering doing a pajama party for that stream. I was like, let's get in our PJs when Valko comes out. Let's watch his new cards. Let's giggle and have a time. And now I'm so sad that that's not going to happen. I'm so sad. I need to go get my Silas to bed. Not sure how long you'll be live. I'll be back in a bit. No worries, Ashley. No worries. Thank you so much for being here. For those of you who are like, what? Silas is our dear friend Ashley's child. Her child's name is Silas, which is a great story, but no worries, Ashley. I started playing the game literally a day before Valko got announced after years of not having a device to play. Oh my gosh. First of all, you're in good company. Our wonderful friend Homie in the chat, kind of the same thing. Like, when did you start, Homie? It wasn't that long before Valko got announced, right? But Marley, I can only imagine. I can only imagine. It would have been so much fun, right, lovely? Like, I was gonna do a whole thing. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. I was gonna do a whole friggin' thing and stream it together, which, by the way, Homie had plans. She did. By the way, like, with Valko not in the game anymore, can we talk about what is this version 6 update? You're telling me that version 6 is now a kitchen and the AR photo booth and some new photo poses? What? That's the version 6 update now? Like, we don't even get any main story because, well, Valko's main story is gone. What a crappy... Sorry. Sorry I said that word. But I'm not sorry. What a crappy version 6.0 update. I said what I said. What a killjoy. What a terrible... What a letdown that is for their 6.0 content update. Would have been perfect for our 6 love interests to be there. Yeah, and the main story updates for Caleb and Silas, I mean, those are delayed anyway. Like, those aren't going to happen until September and November. So now we're going to get the kitchen and the AR photo booth. And at some point, I mean, I guess we're going to get the Raphael 4th myth, but I don't know. Like, they said they'll reveal it in July, whatever that means. Why do I have a kitchen if you don't give me the Wear fridge that goes in there? It's a valid point. Cannot kitchen without fridge. Yeah. And can I just say something else too? Like, is it not... Xavier burned down that kitchen, bro, for real. Burn it down, Xavier. Is it not like... Is it not like false advertising for them to have been like, here's Valko, here's his trailer, here's everything about him. He's not coming to the game. Is that not false advertising? Like, you got people so excited and now they can't have the nice thing. This is why we can't have nice things. It's totally false advertising, right? Like, there are people that I've been seeing, and I don't know how successful they will be in doing this. I'm just relaying the information to you, and you can do with it what you will. But there are people who I think are going to attempt requesting refunds from Infold, given what has transpired. A lot of people mentioned farming and spending actual money to prepare, even getting... Oh my god, getting new devices for this is crazy! That sucks. That sucks. It sucks. I can't even imagine. Yeah. Someone was saying, like, imagine all of like the small business owners who I'm like talking and covering my mouth. I'm sorry. Imagine all the small business owners who are making Valko merch that have to cancel that merch now because what's the point of that? And you know, I was saying like as a creator, of course I'm bummed, but also as a consumer, I'm extremely sad. To me, playing Love in Deepspace is like curling up with the best book ever that's mostly read to me while I enjoy it and participate in occasional stressful battles. But like, to me, it's like such a comfort and a like cozy space to be in. And I was so excited for Valko to read me his lines in that delicious voice. Yeah, and the fan artist, totally. Yeah, can't just promote him like that and then take it all away. For real. For real, like you getting people all excited. I didn't get a new device for Valko, but Lads was a reason I chose the iPad I own to have one with enough space for the game. Yeah, because I mean, like the storage problems with this game, we can do a whole stream about that. Like, we can do a whole thing about that. But people, like myself included, I had to get an iPad to play the game, and I will admit it, I purchased the iPad for Love in Deepspace first and foremost. As a previous player and enjoyer of Infinity Nikki, I decided like, let me try Infold's other game. And then this happened. Calling a man a fridge is saying that he's built. Oh, and Valko is built. This game has genuinely helped my anxiety the last few weeks, but now this news is making it hard to feel that comfort right now. Marley, first of all, I'm sending you so much love because I know where you're coming from. A lot of our friends here know that I had a rocky start to 2026, and Lads was like the thing that got me through a big part of it. Just like having the game to log into, having like the stories to look at, even just like going back and listening to some of my favorite voice lines from the game has been such a huge comfort and anxiety reliever. And it truly was a big thing that helped me move on from the traumatic things that happened to me earlier this year. And to see like this happening to this game that I love so much is so sad and disappointing. Yeah, it's been helping so many of our wonderful friends here. I even started training again because it had Silas to do it with me. Me too, yeah. So because you can like work out with them, I too was able to get healthier again because I would turn on Caleb and have him work out while I worked out. And like, that's the part that's just like, wow. So sad about this. This is like supposed to be a game full of love, and as someone that loves love, this feels like the furthest thing from love. As someone who's felt like this game has been nothing but a giant hug since I started playing, this feels like a push. Like you went to hug someone and they pushed you away. Like that's what this feels like, and it's just, it's so bizarre and strange. And I just like, I can't believe that this is really happening. That this is like the decision that they went with. Life has been crazy lately, and having this game has been a relief. Yeah, so many people play this game for comfort. Love and depression boss level. I know. The joke in the fandom has been like love and deep depression. I mean, now that's taken a whole new meaning. Maron, we are telling you that. We are telling you that you could have worked out with Valko. And that was taken from us. I also have anxiety. I understand this game can help in many ways. Aw, you guys are so sweet for sending love to each other. See, this is why, like, I love this game. And as someone that's both a consumer of this game and a creator for this game, I'm well aware at how toxic the fandom can be. But on the flip side of that, I'm also well aware at how this has been one of the most loving and welcoming communities I've ever seen. Like, when I went to my first Love and Deepspace event for Caleb's birthday, I was so genuinely thrilled at how nice everyone was and how sweet everyone was, and just like how easy it was to make friends out there. And it's like brought me together with people here. It's brought some of you new folks in here, which is amazing. And this is like the opposite of that. What's happening here is like the total opposite of that. He reminded you of your IRL boyfriend? Oh, I'm sending you so much love. Yeah, and we all bonded around the game so much. And to me, what's so sad about this is that I just felt like Valko would have only amplified that. You guys, I can't get over the fact that he didn't even have a chance. He didn't even have a freaking chance for people to experience his story, his myth, his whatever, his cards, his 5-star cards, his basic everyday voice lines, like what he says to you when you're having like the bad day or spending the quality time with him. Like, he didn't even have a chance. And this is what happened. Zane's myths can't compare with this IRL angst, for real. It can't. Yeah, it really can't. And so like, now what? Like, we're gonna have the Zane myth rerun, we're gonna get a kitchen, the AR photo booth, and then like there's no there's no major banner updates happening. Like, there's no new cards for people. It's gonna feel really weird. Yeah, didn't even get a chance to get to know him, seriously. Just teased. I'm 44 years old, not ashamed to say it, married and have a 21-year-old son. I play various games like COD, GTA, always played games since I had my first computer in the 90s. Oh my gosh. Well, you are in good company. I don't actually know like the typical age range for this game, but I feel like it's a lot younger than you or I, and I'm not ashamed to admit how much I love this game either. Love and Deepspace is a game that relaxes me. Me too. Me too. Even in my head, I'm like, yeah, canonically, you're not 25, you're 35. And I say that to make myself feel better because I just like, there's no way you're 25. No, you have to be closer to my age. And you know what? It works. It works. It brought the comfort, it did all the things, and we didn't even get to experience what it would have been like for Valko. And I kept thinking, like, I don't know, maybe this is presumptuous of me, but like, I kept thinking, well, surely once he comes out and the people that are freaking out over him, maybe they'll like him, maybe they'll come around to him and they'll enjoy him as a character. And I'm only saying that too because my understanding of Caleb and Silas's releases were that like Caleb especially didn't exactly blow over that well. I feel like this maybe is worse than that, but like, he didn't even have a chance. I'm not ashamed too. At first I felt a bit awkward and unsure about it, but getting to see the game more with you made it even more special, and I just love it so much already. Aw, homie. I did too. I felt a little bit awkward, like, I'm this grown woman who's also married. Shout out Space Ghosty, shout out. And I was like, isn't it kind of weird like for me to be playing this game? But no, it's just like, we love this game. We love the lore. We love the characters. We love the cards that we get. We love sharing these moments together and building this community. And this is so the opposite of all the things that makes Love and Deepspace great. Like, I can't help but just keep feeling as though this decision was so rash and tone deaf, unfair. The player base, the larger player base. I genuinely believe a larger percentage of people were excited for Valko over the percentage of people that were upset. Like, I just keep thinking this is the 1%. I even talk about the game with my boyfriend and he loves hearing about the lore. Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, I talked my husband's ear off about this game. He's probably excited that I'm streaming and talking to you all instead of him about it at the moment, but that's how much I love the lore, is that I can't stop talking about it and I can't stop like thinking about the characters, and I don't even want to talk about my desk and all the Caleb stuff that's everywhere, but that's how much I love it too. Yeah, we love the Hawkeyes, but not just that. There's so much good story. It's so well written, and there's a lot of amazing ideas and stories, and it's such a good game. It is, it is. Hello, I wanted to say that for me too, it was a little corner of relaxation, and I was excited to meet Valko. He had so many things that I loved, even his signature flower. I thought, wow, it almost seems like fate, and instead I'm really angry and disappointed. Oh my goodness. Let me know if I'm saying your name right or what you want me to call you, but Kisara, thank you so much. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. We totally feel that. We feel the same way. We were so excited, and this game is definitely like a lot of people's comfort in this community. And this just feels so sad. I know, we're very sad about this too. Like, it really hurts. To vent more, I was going to I was going to make a short out of the live stream reaction that we did when Valko was introduced. That stream was so much fun. And I was going to post that today because I didn't have time to work on it, but I was going to post that today. And I decided not to because, one, I felt like it would have been tone deaf, and two, well, Valko is being pulled from the game, so like, why would I post that? But it made me so genuinely sad because everyone that was here was so excited during that live stream, and it was just like such a moment where we all came together, and now it just feels like these forces are trying to rip us apart. And it feels so like dehumanizing in a way to just feel like you're seen as lesser than as a global player, and that what your wants and feelings don't matter, even though you have also invested time and money into the game. It's heartbreaking. My cat gets nervous when I play the kitty cards. I always need to play without sound. Oh my gosh. That's so precious. Oh, that's so precious. You too, homie? Dot gets scared? Aw. I sadly don't have a cat, but I love kitty cards. I often skip kitty cards just to get the chocolates, but sometimes, like, if I'm in a place, I'm like, okay, let me just play kitty cards and decompress with this. But now it's like, now what? You know? Like, now what? And here's the thing. Shout out to my friend and my mod Coatsy, who's here with us right now. I made the statement earlier in Discord today that was like, the only people who have won is this small subset of CN players. And then she rightfully pointed out, did they win though? No, they didn't, because all we have right now is Infold's blanket statement that they're going to commit to delivering the content and storylines for the existing guys. We don't know if that's true. We can't believe that until we actually see that happen. But again, it makes me mad because that should have always been the case. They should have listened to their player base from the beginning when it comes to the OG3 and Silas and Caleb. That this should have like never been the reason why a love interest got canceled. Everybody is losing. Yeah, everyone is losing. This, again, in my humble opinion, cannot be good for the longevity of this game. What's the other game that they made? I forget the name, but they recently shut it down. It was a much older game, but like this just can't be good for the longevity of the game. And what after? Will they just abandon the game now that they can't even add more love interests? Yeah, like they're gonna have to keep the storylines for the 5 guys interesting. Again, in my opinion, if they added Valko, that could have given them at least another year or 2 of main story content. Not just for him, but like the other guys could have built off of that too. Good idea was if they changed the chocolate for some diamonds when playing kitty cards and the claw machine. Oh my god, that would have been such an amazing idea. That would have been such an amazing idea. Also, like, sorry. What a freaking slap in the face for them to be like, we're so sorry for everything that's happened. When you log in for the next few days, we're gonna give you 1 free wish a day so that you get 30 pulls. I don't care about the 30 pulls on the standard banner. What is that? I just felt like that's just such a slap in the freaking face for that. Like, I don't care. You can keep it. You can keep those pulls. I don't want them. What's the point of those pulls if Valko's not in that banner, in the standard banner? What am I going to use that for? Like, I already got all the cards I want out of that banner because Caleb has so few cards in there that now I have them all, and I have almost all of Silas's too. And I practically have most of the other ones too. I don't care on that because I want to use those pulls on Valko. Exactly. Like, I don't care. You can keep these blue wishes. I don't care. You know what would have been better compensation? Give me some freaking diamonds. Give me thousands of diamonds. Not log in and get 1 wish a day. I don't care. Like, keep it. Means nothing to me if Valko's not in the game. That was the whole point of the standard X-Space Echo banner. Pulleys? You okay, homie? This whole situation is just so bizarre. With Infinity Nikki and with this game, they make these huge, beautiful, and wave-making games that bring in a huge fan base, and then they make a series of decisions that just makes no sense and destroys the franchise. Yeah. Hold. I've been yapping so much that my body is like, girl, drink some water. Calm down. I will not calm down. I think it goes back to like this whole issue that Infold can't please everyone. But also it feels like they just, again, no pun intended, fold to this small subset of the CN players. But they completely neglect and abandon the global players that, again, contribute just as much time and resources into the game. And it's just so sad because it ruins perfectly good games like this. My sad French brain can't translate anything right tonight. Your brain has been through a lot for one night. Whoever is making the decisions at that company for story and game trajectory needs to be fired. They're not good at their job. I truly want to be in that room when they were talking about this stuff. Shiro, hello, welcome in. I was wondering if there's any chance that Valko might come back. I already signed the petition and I have no idea what else I can do. It's just such a weird thing altogether. Shiro, it's hard to say. I think almost everyone in here has signed the petition. As you can see, they've reached quite a few signatures. Haven't reached the goal yet, but it's hard to say if Valko can actually come back or not. My 2 cents on the whole thing is that at the end of the day, I think money talks. And if something were to happen that really threatened their revenue, to the point where they had to consider bringing Valko back, I mean, maybe they could. There's some speculation going on online that this is potentially all a PR stunt, and we might all wake up tomorrow or the next day and suddenly Valko comes back. I don't know how good of a PR move that would be. And I think that it would still hurt the game and the player base if that's what this was. I think it's going to hurt. I think people's trust has been shattered regardless, but it's hard to say if Valko for certain will come back. What I will say is that we shouldn't stop being loud about it. We shouldn't stop spreading stuff online. Some other things that you can do that can help: if you have social media, unfollow the developers. I unfollowed them. If you post on social media, use the hashtag #BringBackValko and help that get more traction. And just like, if you're in their Discord, don't stop being loud and annoying about it. Apparently people got so loud and annoying today that they've locked several of their channels. As you can see, all of these are now locked down. What would be insane is don't change their stance and the update still comes through. You mean if Valko just came out on the 9th anyway? Is that what you mean, homie? If they don't say anything else and make it seem like, okay, Valko's gone, but then he's there on the 9th? Wow! Are you saying that then they would come out and be like, oops? Or like, to then be like, no, he was gonna come out all along? That would be insane. But it would be on brand though. I don't know. I don't know. That is hard for me to comment on, but I think that would still cause like so much mass confusion and people would be like, why would you do that? I don't know. It worries me as a whole for like trust in Infold. I think there's already been such a problem with trusting them, and this is not doing them any justice if that's what's happening here. But I don't know. Mass confusion seems to be the overall theme here though. It is. Okay, what I hate about that the most is the way that it's turning players against each other. Like the fact that there's fighting. Don't engage with them, but go to Instagram and look at the post Love and Deepspace made that says a letter to all hunters, and look at the comments. Look at those CN players I was talking about who are basically telling people like, shut up, we're the ones keeping the game running. Go look at that. Because if this is like a purposeful mass confusion era that we're in with this game, it's pitting players against each other and it's making the toxicity worse in this community. And I hate that. We're sorry, we thought we canceled it. He turns some phones, but now that he's here, we can't remove it. Oops. Now Valko's here. And then they just move on, and then they're like, here's a spicy banner. Why would that be so on brand for them? Marley, I signed all of the petitions and even sent emails to every email that they have. Good on you. I don't usually do that sort of thing either, so I hope that means something about how big this is. And I think there's been a lot of people who are like, I usually don't engage with stuff like this. I normally don't reach out like this, but good. Like I said, the fact that they've muted these Discord channels means that something is going through where they're like, oh my god, shut up, leave us alone, or at least makes them reconsider what they've done. I don't know. We spent years, money, and effort on this character. He's canceled. But we're not going to take down all of the promotional materials across our socials. Let's silence all the channels except his specific one. Yeah, can someone explain to me what that's about? How come I cannot post in combat strategy? This is combat strategy. Can't post here. But I can go to Valko's channel and I could still, but what? What? Make that make sense. Yes, and let's not lose hope. So to anyone in here, Shiro, if you're still here, anyone else in here that's wondering, what can I keep doing to help? Don't stop talking about it. Don't stop being loud about it. Don't stop getting in the dev's face about it. Like, my opinion is that we need to be just as loud about this as that CN player base was, and just as in their face as they were about this. Justice for the Wear Fridge. Yes, exactly. Yeah, good. Yeah, do it too. I'm gonna email them too. I'm gonna go comment on that Instagram post and express my disdain. I'm gonna do all the things to get in their face. Hashtag save the Wear Fridge. See, we've come up with our own hashtag save the Wear Fridge. Best hashtag ever. Oh my gosh, you guys are so funny. This is why I love this community, and we just have to show them that, like, no matter what you do, you can't tear us down, and we're gonna defend our Wear Fridge. Also, yes, welcome in. Is it Sun or Soon Bites? Let me know. Let me know. You guys are so freaking funny. The Wear Fridge. Speaking of, what is happening in this Valko channel right now? Found this on a different platform. Ooh. Maybe this came from XHS. I don't know. Sorry for my bad English, as it's not my mother tongue. Actually, even if the devs can release him only globally, I'm sure that CN player base won't let that happen. That's crazy. That's okay. I saw other games from a different company, but also in CN, once in the past, did try their best to do something separately from the CN server for the global anniversary. Can you guess what happened with that game? CN players somehow found out, and they were not happy about that. They tried their best to boycott that company, and the worst is they managed to get the government to solve the situation. In the end, the company forced to delete it, and they even gifted their CN players and did not leave any crumbs for global players. You may not believe me, but this is the real case that happened in the past. Infold maybe learned, and they don't dare to let that mistake fall to their company. Yeah, I know, we know. This is the worst thing that Infold does right now, but we don't know how bad CN player base can do in the future. Wow. I think the context of that was, why can't they just release Valko to the non-CN server? And that's what that person had to say about that. Mr. Worldwide? What? Oh my god. Sorry, I had something in my eye. Oh my gosh. I really have something in my freaking eye. I'm just so upset at what's happening that my eyes are shutting down on me. Oh, here's something else that's going around. Sorry, give me 1 second to fix my eye. Okay, sorry about that. I just started to cry, I guess. You have something in your eyes? Yes, they're tears, Troy. Was tears. If this is true, I worry for Evershine. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? Wait, no. Kotzi doesn't want you to talk about that. Kotzi doesn't want you to talk about that. What is this? In response to Infold's poor choices and managing leading to the cancellation of Valko, Please find below the letter that VIP members have committed to sending to our reps. Please find a copy of the letter to send with instructions to customer service below. Oh. Okay. All right. Let me share this in the chat for anyone that's interested in checking that out, because they've provided instructions for how to send this to customer service. For anyone that's interested. For more things that you can do to help. You're full of shiitake mushrooms. Oh my gosh. I don't want to read this whole thing. It's a lot. But in the comments, it looks like some people have done it. I put my own 2 cents. Oh yeah, people are also sending it to paper games, which is good to know. Oh my gosh, you see what I mean? This is moving so freaking fast. And did they mute this channel? Did they mute the other guys? No, okay. Caleb, Silas, Zane, you can still post there. Can't... Oh, that's just reminders. Are these still muted? Oh my gosh, look at these. Are they gonna mute the general channel too at this point? Like, geez. My god. For those of us not in the know, this is me. What is Paper Games? So, Paper Games is the actual developer of the game. Infold is the one that localizes the game into other languages. So it's really like Paper Games is the creator of the game. Same is true of Infinity Nikki. Like, Paper Games developed it, Infold localized it. So sending to both would be helpful, actually, which I hadn't considered before. Geez, what's happening to these things? Did I post that link? I did. I'll try to remember to post these in the Discord too, for anyone that's joined our Discord server. Oh no. Okay, here's some more tea. Oh my god, it doesn't end. The CEO, I'm assuming the CEO of Paper Games, I think is what this said. The CEO is in Beijing, which never happens unless the company is in desperate ruins. According to XHS, there's a few devs that are so distraught with the decision that they're threatening to leave Infold unless they release Valko. Apparently, Valko was the most beloved character to the team next to Silas. The CEO is actively trying to save Valko, but there's serious rumors that the company is shutting down the servers. The game might be cooked? Who sent this? I need a source. Where did this screenshot come from? Where did this screenshot come from is my question. Oh snap. I have 2 things in my butt, Infold and Paper Games. Homie! This company's decision is literally holding all the fans and developers hostage. Yeah, it really, really is. I need I need a source for this. Did anyone respond? Oh, their follower count is going more and more down. Did anyone respond to that? No. I need a source, because that's a serious thing to say, that the company is shutting down the servers entirely. He eyes on the case. I don't... Listen, please, everyone take everything that you hear with a grain of salt, because all of this is coming out in real time, and I don't have like sources to back up what's being said here. I'm just sharing what's being said in the Discord. Yes, and that's my thought, Marley, is exactly like, could this just be fear-mongering? Because we don't know who said that. They said it was a screen from another server. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. What is this? Oh, Love and Deepspace Global Official Group. Okay, that's so sad. This picture of MC and him. Stop. I don't want to look at that. I don't want to look at that. They lost so many followers. Where? Am I blind? Oh, there. It's not gospel. It is not gospel. No. But what is true is their follower count going down. Oh my God. So much. So much. Should I look on Instagram where they were at? Like I said, this morning they were at 1 million on Instagram. And now I unfollowed them. Now they're at 978,000. Oh, hey, have you guys heard? We have arrived at Crazy Town now and renamed the Love and Deepspace socials. We are in Crazy Town. Oh my God, they canceled the Valko interaction session. The cosplayer lost his job. Oh, that's so sad. For those of you who don't know, Love and Deepspace is going to Anime Expo in Los Angeles, like this week, next week, I don't know. And they were supposed to have cosplayer interactions, including for the first time Valko. But I did see that they said the interactions would just be limited to the 5 guys, which means no Valko cosplayer. How sad. It doesn't even have the sender's name attached to it. Yeah, it's very suspicious. And I feel like there's been a lot of that fear-mongering happening in this Discord. To say that they're shutting down servers is a bold claim. This is one of their biggest moneymakers, Lads is. I mean, so to say that they're shutting the game down is bold. It saddens me to see how much people spread hate about pixels. Please go touch grass and find another hobby. I know. And so, like, that's the thing. Like, yes, this is all over pixelated men at the end of the day, but it's like, it's all meant to be in good fun and just meant to bring people happiness and joy. And these kinds of actions and decisions hurt that and hurt people who have been spending time and money on this game that were so looking forward to this. But like that extreme reaction over them is just so unnecessary. So unnecessary. Shutting down their main income would be insane. Yeah, totally. I'm afraid you're right. Touching grass wouldn't fix anything. Yeah, it's... These people are so far gone that... That's why I keep calling them, like, parasocial, but it's like... That's how I view them. Sadly, I must be a responsible adult and head to bed. I'll catch up on the rest of this tea in the VOD later. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Bye, lovely. Thank you so much for being here. I love you with all my heart. Have a great night. Actually, same. Good night, sweet friends. I shall watch the VOD tomorrow for what I missed. Bye, Coatsy. I love you too. Thank you for being here and have a great night. I mean, I don't touch grass often, but I still know how to be a human. Justice for the werefridge. I also don't touch grass that often, but I certainly cannot fathom hating on someone because of who they like in this game. I cannot fathom that. I was on TikTok the other day, and I don't even remember like what the post said or like what the video said, but someone went in the comments and they were like, this is why I hate Caleb mains, because they're so crazy. And I was like, that's such a weird thing to say. Like, to just, first of all, generalize a group of people like that and be like, all Caleb mains suck for this reason, and therefore I hate Caleb mains and I hate Caleb. Like, wow, where do you get off on that level of hatred? I don't understand. When I touch grass, it makes me feral for pixelated men more. No, Unky, you're not doing it wrong. You're not. Yanpan, hello, welcome in. Let me know if you prefer a different nickname. Just wondering, what are your thoughts on Infold releasing Valko with basically zero lore built up or teasing beforehand? Well, let me say a few things. I am a newer Lads player. I've only been playing since January of this year, so I missed what it was like when Silas and Caleb got released. And my understanding is that there was a lot more build up to them. Well, Caleb especially because he was already like in the story, like in the main story. I don't know about Silas. I had heard things that he was like leaked or whatever. I don't know that I agree that there was no lore buildup, because I think if you go back and rewatch some of the main story chapters, or you read the world underneath, I think there were hints of him in some ways. Arguably, there were some hints, very subtle hints, but I don't mind that he wasn't really teased beforehand. I liked the surprise. I liked the surprise of waking up and seeing his trailer, his announcement trailer, even though it was like 28 minutes of nothing happening and then he had like 30 seconds at the end. But I liked that surprise, and for me that comes from a place of I've never been part of that in the Lads community when a new love interest was introduced, so it was enticing for me to see that happen. But overall I was happy with the way that they announced him, and as a person who likes surprises, I enjoyed that. So on the flip side of that, now I'm like, why would you take him away all of a sudden when you went through all of that? Leave the weird fridge. Yeah, Caleb mains aren't crazy. Crazy people are crazy. Exactly. Thank you, Space Ghosty, for the Discord. I appreciate that. It's the reason I enjoy Caleb in Solitude. I don't even like characters like him that often, as typically I go for the more tame choices. I think his story is just that good. I was genuinely so surprised that I ended up loving Caleb as much as I do. Because, again, I started the game for Silas. While playing, I was also like, oh my gosh, Zane is also so much fun, and Raphael is such a cutie, and I really love him. And then it was game over. When I met Caleb, then it was game over. If you go to my TikTok, currently it's basically an ode to Caleb. So I was so surprised, but like, it's interesting because I have read posts about how Caleb is meant for like the eldest daughter in the family, and I'm the youngest in my family, but I love Caleb because I grew up as a person constantly always taking care of other people, always like putting their needs before my own, and never really knowing if like someone would do the same for me. And the fact that like his whole thing is that he wants MC to rely on him more, and he just wants to take care of her. He does things like freaking, he cooks for her, he brushes her hair. I mean, the man like changes her clothes and everything, that he cares for her that much. I just loved that. And I found such a deep sense of comfort in that. And to be so real, Caleb's whole thing is he's like such golden boy next door vibes. And I, as a fully grown woman, will never experience that in my life. But the fact that I get to experience it in this game, and it's something that I've always liked, is also really comforting to me. Shout out Space Ghosty, who's my husband. IRL. We didn't have the boy next door romance with each other, but that was like my thing, was, oh my gosh, I love this whole childhood friend. We grew up together. We were like siblings kind of a thing. But I'll never experience that in real life. So I live my fantasy vicariously through MC. Caleb wasn't my cup of tea, but technically not incest. Brother figures are classic in Otome for a reason. Yeah, totally. Totally. And I love the direction they went with his personality. Also, I love his voice actor. At first I was like not so sure about it, but it so grew on me. And now I run into the issue of like, I can't possibly favorite more of Caleb's voice lines because they're all just so good. Bring back the wear fridge. Me and Silas are hungry. Oh my god. I feel like a huge part of the controversy surrounding Valko just comes down to cultural differences. I think my 2 cents is, I think that there, at the end of the day, was a very loud response from a subset of players that didn't like Valko, but it's disheartening that those voices were listened to, but all of the other global players have had their feelings disregarded. And I hate that Infold said they're not going to ever deliver a new love interest. Like, that to me is such a killjoy for the longevity of this game. I'm having a hard time wrapping my mind around that if this is true, that we never get to look forward to a new love interest ever being introduced, it makes my general happiness and excitement for this game go down. I never had that experience either, so I think that's why it appeals to me. Yeah, and like I think that's part of the appeal of this game, is that you can kind of live vicariously through that. Rest in peace to me, poor Maron. Yes, his English VA is my favorite too. His range is so impressive. I love it so much. Silas and Valko were the 2 that appealed to me the most. I don't play, I watch streams, and I've never seen a company kneel to a vocal minority like this. That is exactly my whole problem with this. Also, welcome in, Cybernetic Flower. It's so great to see you here. They were false flagging Valko for everything. It was crazy. Like, where can the game even go from here? They said, okay, the game will be stagnant. Please keep playing. When, why, would I? Yeah, 100%. Like, that's the part I can't wrap my mind around. Like, we're never gonna have a new love interest. The whole point of this game, to me, and what makes it so much fun, is all of the men, all of their different storylines, all of their different personalities, and getting to experience that with like a community like you guys, as wonderful as you all are. I don't understand. Like, and now, and again, I'm fully saying this as someone whose favorite character is Caleb, and he's already in the game. But I would welcome any new love interest with open arms, because I will never be upset with more content for a game that I love so much. I will never be more upset than to get more content. It's so exciting to see more beautiful men and learn their stories. Exactly. Like, I will never be upset if you're gonna give me more men. All of their stories are so good. I'm a Silas through and through, but I was really excited for Valko. His personality seems so fun and different. Yeah. And again, like, we still don't know like what Valko would have added to the main story either, which takes away from everybody's experience. I played Tears of Themis for a while, and I only really liked one guy, so I only pulled for his cards. And yeah, the joy of gacha is community excitement. Totally, yeah. It's like, we streamed Once Upon a Frame, and we did Caleb, Silas, and Raphael, and it was so much fun, just like screaming and laughing and crying at those 3 cards. Like, I would have never said no to more content from another guy. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like Love Interests 4 to 6 was meant to be the more dark story. I see that. No, I see that too. I think that's why there's like that running joke that like these 3, Silas, Caleb, and Valko, are like the unholy trinity. But like, that makes sense, because look at the OG 3. I mean, Xavier's whole thing is lightness. Silas is darkness. Like, yeah, it totally makes sense, and it adds to the diversity of the male love interest and the story. I'll admit, Valko's promo pictures wasn't the most flattering. The angle is a bit odd, but I watched the trailer and was won over so fast. Me too. And his voice at the end, all I kept thinking was like, I want to just hear more of his voice. I want to watch his Bond story. I want to get to know him. I had so much fun with Once Upon a Frame playing Spot the Movie Inspo. Oh my gosh, Cybernetic. Yeah, that's exactly like what we did as a community here. When we streamed it, we were all trying to figure out like, what is the movie inspo? And it was so fun. Do you think they'll still get Valko's songs out? The Tameless Game song is out. It was released yesterday. So I believe, I don't know to what music platforms it was released to. I know it's on Spotify. I don't know where else they released it, but that's the other thing that was so odd, was it wasn't even like 24 hours where they were like, here's his song. And then less than 24 hours later, he was gone. They pulled him out. Man breaking into your balcony for a chat for mysterious reasons is an easy, like, in romance, not in real life. Duh. Yeah, like not in real life at all. Like, what? And plus, like, if we're gonna talk about that, I mean, like, there's so many other questionable things that happened with the other guys too. Like, of course, it's all just in fantasy in these stories, not real life. Notice their hair colors are similar, like Xavier and Silas, Zane and Caleb, and Raph and Valko. 100%! Because they're supposed to be each other's foils. And now what? Raphael's never gonna have a foil? Like, I don't understand. I wonder if people will move from lads to some other games now. And that's the thing that, like, guts me a bit, is Infold Paper Games was the pioneer of these 3D otome games. And they don't really have any competition. There's that game called Silent Whispers that's coming out that I think is maybe like their first real competition. But like, they're the pioneers, and they're the ones that were setting the precedent of what makes a good 3D otome game. And now this is happening, and it's just not a good look. Ashley, hi, welcome back. I am still live. I am. Apparently I can't shut up, so we're still here. I think Valko could be Silas's BFF. That is, honestly, I feel like I could kind of see that too. I also kept thinking, like, in this picture, they had similar things going on, you know, with like his face and what's on his head. Yeah. I'm on TikTok, for those of you who don't know. And I made a video about Valko, and I had a theory about him and Caleb. It's fun if you want to go and watch it. It's fun. It references the Catch-22 card. Sad that now we will never be able to speculate about these things, but if you want to go check it out, I'm on TikTok too. If I say love interest 4 to 6 were much more interesting to me than 1 to 3, no, Cybernetic, I feel the same way. Like, of the OG 3, I do like them. I like all of them, but I've definitely been more like Silas, Caleb, and Valko appeal to me. Lads is the only game in town production-wise. There's a reason it prints money. Yes, 100%. Yeah. Yeah, and I firmly believe, like, they know what they're doing with the development of these characters. Like, there's a reason why people love them so much, is because they know what they're doing. And this was just such a crazy choice. This game was literally love at first sight. When I saw Xavier, it was everything I could dream of seeing for an otome game. That's so sweet. I felt the same when I met Caleb. I was like, oh, that's my character. That's like, I log into lads and Caleb brings me comfort, and I need it. Incidentally, the stick figure marketing for a few months ago from the Steamy cards was hysterical and weirdly hot, so I had a good impression. Oh my gosh, the Lingering Lust banner was so funny. Like, the marketing was so good, and they were so on top of it. I was so happy to see what they were doing, and I loved that. Even like the outrage that the media had in CN from that, I loved that they were just like, we're sorry, but they kept the banner anyway, and we got some of the best cards in the game from that banner. That would be such an annoying combo, and I love that idea. I love that too. I know standards are different, and I'm not the target demographic. I once had a fight with someone playing Tears of Themis when they were in CN buckling a woman's seatbelt is romantic. Oh my gosh. Well, I was like, yeah, sure, cultural differences, but it's automatic to me. I can't see it as romantic. Yeah, I think in some ways I'm also maybe not like their standard demographic, and I feel that way just because of my age too. But then there are other things where I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm eating this up. I love this Caleb card. I love what's happening in the main story. I love this event." They could work out together. Aw. My friends, I must retire for the evening. Sleep well, everyone. Night, Unky. Thanks so much for being here. And Valko trying to eat Mephisto. Oh my gosh. That would have been so funny. And best friend Silence and Valko. Yeah, that would have been so funny because in the trailer that we saw in the live stream, he like didn't know how to act in MC's house. Like he was so destructive, breaking down like the blocks and like kicking his feet up on the couch. It was kind of giving me like Tarzan and Jane vibes. Like he just didn't know how to be in that environment. And I could totally imagine him trying to like eat Mephisto. That would have been so funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I don't know what happens now. I mean, is there a world where we wake up tomorrow and they're like, just kidding. Here's Valko? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. That sounds like a rom-com, for real. They would have been so annoying to one another, but loyal at the same time. You know the type of friends that look like enemies but love each other? Yeah. That would have been so cute. I can't see them backpedaling this is the thing. I know, it does feel really definite. It would be crazy to me if they backpedaled it. I mean, I don't know if like any amount of public outcry from the global player base would do anything whatsoever, but yeah. I don't know. It's just all so upsetting. It's all so upsetting. Am I still on Discord? I am. Okay, this channel's still not muted, but these are. And Valko is still here. Yeah, so I don't know what happens after this. I just feel like I don't feel excited for anything. Like the kitchen is gonna be cute for like a minute. I don't care about the AR photo booth stuff. We're gonna have to really wait till September for main story. Like, and then I know they said that they're gonna announce the 4th myths in July, but like, just not the same. The VIP Discord service status is online, everyone. What does that mean? I want all that poo-poo to disappear and Valko to appear. I wish. I've long come to terms with the fact that global is not the main audience and our opinions aren't valued. It is what it is. They've certainly made that very clear. They've certainly made that very clear. Best friends sometimes are made like this, enemies to friends. This is true, yeah. How are we all going to feel tomorrow when it's dailies time? I don't know. I don't know. See, the thing is that without Valko coming, what banner is there to look forward to? Like, if you're not pulling on the Zane rerun, it's dry for everyone else. So, like, what is there to look forward to beyond, like, the current promised cards, too? Not just that, but if it can happen to Valko, I worry that if the people who went far with Valko could do the same to the other 5, especially Caleb. Oh my gosh, I was saying the exact same thing earlier. Also, welcome in. Let me know if you have a preferred nickname or if you want me to call you by Crextons, but welcome in. I feel the same way. Like, today it's Valko, tomorrow is it Caleb? I don't know. But they sure as heck proved that they could just make this decision overnight and just do it. So if Falco's not safe, are any of them safe? I don't know. I can call you Crexton. Got it. Well, welcome in. It's very nice to have you here. I only hope really is for new players like me who need to catch up. Oh gosh, yeah. I mean, new players have lots, I think, that you guys can still do and look forward to, but the main story, like, he was supposed to be part of the main story and now he's not, and I don't know what that means for the rest of the main story. Yeah, nothing is safe anymore. I think that's really just a takeaway. I know they said that they're going to focus on the other 5 love interests, but to me that doesn't mean anything, because they could just announce Valko like this and say he's coming and then take him away. I feel like technically they could do the same thing. Like if something comes out tomorrow that Caleb is whatever, possessive, weird, stalkerish, whatever, then people get upset and they could just take him out, or anyone. I hope their revenue isn't safe. I hope so too. I mean, as someone who I would consider myself formerly a high spender in the game, I am not going to be spending any more money on this game because I'm so sad about what happened, and I don't have anything to look forward to. I'm worried for Caleb too. I mean, I feel like he's had his fair deal of controversies, enough that something could happen to him. I just found your channel, but liking your channel based on what I've seen. I'm debating whether to continue or not, but if Caleb and Raphael, or in fact any of them, are gone, I'm out. Oh my gosh. Listen, if Caleb is out, I'm out. I'm out. Because currently I play the game for Caleb primarily. A little bit for Silas and Raphael too, but primarily it's for Caleb. And then I was so excited to get Valko's cards and share them with the community and do Valko streams. But if he's not coming, and then if Caleb is out, I'm out too. I'm out too. And that would be such a slap in the face, because the money that I have spent on the game thus far has been towards Caleb, towards Caleb's stuff. Isn't Caleb being possessive, weird, and stalkerish his appeal outside of the not brother thing? I would think so. I would think that that's like his, like, part of his trope. But if people were to come out, if that player base were to come out and say things about him in a negative way and frame it in a way that they framed the Valko stuff, then I would be scared that they could just decide to take him out of the game. Oh, sorry, I hit my water bottle. They went from 1 million followers. Are you serious? Where? Is that on Instagram? That's crazy. Lads was a safe place, and that is not safe anymore. Even if I have a lot of stories to catch up, do I really want to, knowing that there might not even have a future? That's the thing. And that, in my perspective, is why I don't want to spend more money on the game, because the future of this game feels uncertain to me. And I don't want to do that if they're just going to be like, well, we're not bringing this, we're not going to do that, or whatever. Caleb is my main. Oh, I do miss Colonel Caleb, but this feels like a mess, to put it nicely. I'm with you 1000,000,000%. Caleb is my main too, but this feels really messy. I hate it. I was gonna go after some of the Valko cards, but not anymore. I mean, I don't know. For me, it's also him in his Colonel uniform. Oh, that was Instagram. Oh my god. Are you serious? That was in... Didn't I literally check that like an hour ago? I unfollowed them too. Oh my god, that's so crazy. That is so crazy. I feel scared for the future of Love and Deepspace also. Also, we have so many people in here right now. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight to talk about what's happened and to just vent. For those of you who don't know me, hi. My name's Joy, and I'm a creator here on YouTube. I'm also newly over on TikTok. Right now, my TikTok is all Love and Deepspace based, but I do play other games here on the channel. I live stream a few times a week, not just Love and Deepspace, but we play like Fields of Mystria, Stardew Valley, Pokopia. Please do consider liking the stream to get it out there to more people. I'm trying to grow this community. I've been so happy finding more people that play Love and Deepspace and forming this tight-knit group. So please do consider liking and subscribing. We would love to have you here. We're a big, happy family in this corner. We call ourselves the Star Squad, so please feel free to join us. There's a Discord as well. It's linked in the description of this video. And you are more than welcome to join. We have a Love and Deepspace channel where we've been venting and crying all day, and you can go and vent with us. Oh, homie, thank you so much. Joy's amazing. She's amazing. Thank you, homie. I appreciate that. I'm gonna play Candy Crush instead. You're so funny. To those who are new, oh, Joy's lovely, and this is such a wonderful community. Aw, you guys are so sweet. Thank you so much for the love and support. It means the world. Wow, you're so right. They did. Oh my gosh. Good. Good. I'm glad. I'm going to put the URL in the chat again for anyone who wants to sign the petition that hasn't. It's here, so you can feel free to sign. Even if you don't play Love and Deepspace, if what you've heard here today entices you to support our cause, then please consider signing that petition. Twitter is now at 673,000. Oh my gosh. Isn't that more than what they lost from the CN base when they were upset? Isn't that... This is crazy. I'm like genuinely scared of waking up tomorrow and seeing what's happened. Like, I forget what time they usually post. I think for me, usually they announce stuff at like 4 or 5 in the morning. And that's why I'm scared of waking up tomorrow morning and seeing what the heck is in my Discord and whatever. I also, did they actually say what they're doing with this petition? Like, is someone delivering this to somebody at Infold? Oh, you guys can leave comments too. The other thing I've heard people doing is leaving a 1-star review in the App Store for Love and Deepspace and writing reviews for it. But I also read that some people who wrote reviews got their reviews taken down, which I don't know. Whatever's happening there is crazy because, like I said, these channels in their Discord are muted, which is insane. It is insane. Also glad to meet a fellow Caleb main. Yes, you are in such good company. I love Caleb. I went to his birthday event out here in my area, and I got, look at this little book I got for his memories. Look how cute. This was made by an artist that was out there, but basically I was able to fill it with my cards, my Caleb cards, and I'm obsessed with it. And it sits on my desk so I can stare at it. Back when Infinity Nikki had its issues, not as big as this, the reviews were taken down and botted reviews months later to bring the stars back. Oh my gosh. I think I left Infinity Nikki before that happened, but that's crazy. I'm just staying a free-to-play now. Plus, YouTube is taking down URLs to the petitions in the comment section. Oh, like, oh, I see what you're saying. I am also going to stay free-to-play. I am also going to do that. Joy is the most welcoming and fun community. We have so much fun here. Oh my gosh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you, Maron. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I wrote a comment in the petition too. Tomorrow I'll use another account. Justice for the Wear Fridge. I didn't leave a comment, but I'll do that too. Marley, you main Caleb and Xavier. I love that. You know what I was gonna do that I'm not gonna do anymore because I'm not gonna spend money, but I was gonna poll for Zane and Xavier's Once Upon a Frame cards, because they're the only two that I don't have. And I was gonna like gladly pay money and stream those, but now I'm not gonna do that. But I'm so sad because I wanted to experience those stories with you guys. Oh, that's cute. My area doesn't have any of that, but I'm tempted to buy the Caleb necklace. Yeah, my husband bought me that. Those are pretty easy to find online and stuff if you're able to have those delivered to you, but they're super cute. I landed here randomly, checking the lives going on. You have a new subscriber from Portugal! Oh my gosh, Louisa, thank you so much. I appreciate that, and I'm so happy to have you here. People say it's better to leave 2-star reviews so they won't be considered spam. Ooh, interesting. I don't know if that's true, though. I don't know either. And I don't know the powers that be that decide that stuff, but I think leaving a review and saying your feelings is probably helpful. What's funny is I would play the game with a friend and I was a Caleb main while my friend was a Xavier main. Aw, see? And that's like what I love about this community is when people with different mains can come together and just like love on them. And I mean, I main Caleb, but like honestly, I love all of them. Like every time I play someone's card, I'm like, aw, I love this man. So I totally get it. I have spent money on Infinity Nikki, some monthlies, and I'm reticent to spend money on Infold because once again, they bend to the vocal minority that treats Nikki like their pure daughter. And dress her modestly only. The Reddit is currently people having fun dyeing a modest swimsuit, so it's less so. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I remember I stopped spending money on Infinity Nikki before I quit the game entirely with what happened with 1.5. And I'm not gonna lie, there were times when I like went back and I checked out the 2.0 update, but nothing ever kept me playing again. Also, the only cards we will get British Xavier and Zane. Oh my gosh, I know. That's why I was so excited to stream those. But now it's not going to happen, sadly. Oh, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate that very much. Welcome to our community. Oh my gosh, thank you for subscribing, you guys. I so appreciate all of you joining our community here. As I said before, I'm also on TikTok. It's full of Love and Deepspace stuff only. So if you want to go check that out. I've made some odes to Caleb. You can go watch those. Same name, Joy Among Stars, but I stream exclusively here on YouTube. Same Cyber, I left Infinity and found lads and now they're breaking my heart. I know, I feel so bad for you, homie, because I feel like I got you to come to this community and now it's like, oh, and you were so excited for Valko and now this happened. I wasn't too intrigued on the current banner, honestly. That way I could save more gems for other stuff as free to play, but now I'm unsure. Not to like shamelessly plug myself, Marley, but you can watch my stream Once Upon a Frame because Raphael, Silas, and Caleb were streamed there. If you want to watch their stories, they're all here. Not Xavier and Zane, sadly, but I so wanted to get them. I love them all and against anyone that hates any of the love interests. Me too. I will never understand someone hating someone else because that someone else loves a love interest. Like, you love Xavier, I love that for you. And I love Xavier because you love Xavier. You love Zane, I love that for you. I love Zane because you love Zane. And when Zane has a solo banner and you're so excited for him, I'm gonna be so happy for you that you get a Zane banner. Do you know what I mean? Like, all I want to do is like spread love for this game, and I'm genuinely so happy when people are happy that their mains are getting these amazing new cards. I can't fathom hating someone because they love a character. I just don't get it. I don't get it. It's insanity to me. That's why, like, This whole thing shatters me because it feels like it's coming from such a place of like fear and hatred that it is such a disservice to the entire game and goes against everything that I would think a game with the literal word love in its title would stand for. I don't understand. Infold didn't learn their lesson. No, they did not. I did try to go back to Nikki, but nothing kept me. I mean, my channel was all about Nikki at that time, and it made me quit YouTube. That's gut-wrenching. By the way, for all of our new friends here, Homie is on YouTube as well, and she's a fantastic streamer and a super close friend of the channel, and we love her so, so much. She also plays a bunch of cozy games like Fields of Mystria and Animal Crossing, and it would mean the world to me if you went and subscribed to her channel too. But we love her. We love her so much here. I was loving Valko, and he was reminding me of Zach's Fair and would have been my back and forth for place 2 between him and Rafi. Aww. Yeah, I totally get that. It's not your fault. I cherish all of our moments with this game. Silas's card was Casablanca. Yes, it was. I just watched the trailer. We'll have to check out the streams. It was Casablanca. And I think, Homie, correct me if I'm wrong, but we did the most screaming in Silas's card. Watching people's reactions to the cards are always a treat. Yeah, it totally is. It totally is such a treat. That's like all of the fun, right? Because you experience it together. And even if you don't main them, like I don't main Raphael or Silas, but I streamed their cards and I felt like I was feeding off chat's energy because they were freaking out and so I was freaking out. What, thank you for the shout out. Love you so much. Oh my god, you're so welcome. Anytime. What is worse is that it was only a vocal minority of CN and the global players caused this, but people are blaming all CN players, and I have seen people, oh my gosh, I know. That is what makes it worse, and even more belittling, to be honest. I think Silas was Casablanca, Caleb was Up, Xavier was Romeo and Juliet, Raphael was Titanic, and Zane, Mr. and Mrs. Darcy. That Pride and Prejudice? Yeah. I think you're right. I came up with a whole theory on Caleb's that I put in my channel, in my Love and Deepspace Discord channel. If anyone wants to join our Discord and read that, we had some fun back and forth about that. The Silas card is a masterpiece. Homie, the cutest chaos gremlin. Yes, we love Homie so, so much. And Homie's also on TikTok, so be sure to check her out there as well. I'm glad I have Caleb's Hot Spring banner. Me too. Me too. Some of the TikToks I made kept featuring clips from that banner, like shamelessly. I was watching the trailer like, why is Caleb the red balloon? His trailer confused me so much. Like, what movie is this? It was so confusing. But then when we actually played his card, I mean, I feel like it shattered all of us. I screamed a lot. My TikTok and my YouTube, actually there's a short on my YouTube and my TikTok where I clipped up a bunch of I trimmed up a bunch of clips from that stream and I put them together so you could see like the funniest parts from the Once Upon a Frame stream, but the whole thing is there too. Silas's card is totally Chef's Kiss. And see, now we won't get to experience that with Valko. Like, imagine how fun it would have been to stream his first cards and experience them together. I was so looking forward to that. And I can't believe it's not gonna happen. Oh, you should hear Joy's Caleb theory. My Caleb theory was out there. It was out there. The Caleb card was gut-wrenching. Why did they have to do that to him right after his birthday? I know, literally, like he was so happy in his sky blue birthday, which was the cutest card ever. And then that happened. Like, why? Oh my god, yeah, Homie got the Silas card in 16 polls. You were the chosen one that day. I have so many left to watch. I got Zane and Xavier too in the Once Upon a Frame event. I wanted Xavier so badly. Like, as a former English teacher, I was so excited to read the Romeo and Juliet one. I was so excited, but now I can't do that. CN version is even sadder because it got watered down. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think of that. I never watched it in CN. Night, y'all. Thanks for letting me hang. We'll see you. We'll make up to tomorrow or in 3 days or never. Oh, Cybernetic, thanks so much for hanging out. It was so nice to meet you, and hopefully, like, fingers crossed for all of us that we wake up to something better. I don't know, but thanks so much for being here, Cybernetic. I got Raphael in my first 10. Oh my god. I was super unlucky with this banner. That's why I knew I wanted to get Raphael, Silas, and Caleb for my community to stream, and so I knew I was going to spend money on that, but that was fine with me to do that. Now I'm not going to do it, though, for Xavier or Zane, which made me so sad, because I was really interested in Xavier's card. Damn, you were lucky, homie. She was super lucky. I'm on copium, but I'm hoping it's just a really bad and scummy PR stunt. Dude, if this is a PR stunt, like I said before, I hate it. Like, I hate it. If this is a PR stunt, I hate it. And I can't get behind it. I just... And it would be hard to recover from that if it was a PR stunt. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's not a good look either, to do that. It's just all so bad, and I hate it. My first 2 5-stars were Silas in the normal and limited banner. I was really, really happy. Oh my gosh. Was that the one? I forget what it's called for new players, but was that the one where you got to select a memory? Did you do that, homie? I was saving for Silas, and Zane was the first thing I got. I wanted to cry. Aw. I hate the pity with that. I mean, I know like other gacha games are probably worse, but still. I think I lost to a standard card at first, and then I got Raphael, and then I got Caleb, and then I got Silas. I got so close to starting. I know, Maron, you were so close to actually starting to play the game. I was so excited for you because you had said that Valko was like your type, you know? And then this happened. It gutted me. It so gutted me. Then I got Xavier. I was looking at the phone. You're so funny, Luisa. That's what I looked at too, like at my phone. When I got Raphael, I was like, what? That might be what happened. My memory is bad. Well, I did that too when I first started because I was starting for Silas. So I picked his, what's the card called where you're measuring his waist? I forget what it's called, but I picked that one. Ren, hello, welcome in. Maybe you've been lurking, but welcome on in. I pulled Raphael's card by accident. I finally got Zane and Caleb, but it took me forever. I had the same experience, and it really sucked. Like, as a Caleb main, I was disheartened by that. If it's really a bad PR stunt, then it is emotional, and I think psychological manipulation. No clue. It's something terrible. It's something terrible, and I feel like it's just gonna hurt people's trust in them. I don't know. I want to measure Silas's waist too. Do you know what card I'm talking about? I can't for the life of me remember what it's called. But you literally measure him because you're helping him pick out clothes for like this dinner or something you're going to. I don't remember what it's called. I just remember it was like I loaded into that banner when I first started playing, and it just like zoomed in on his abs. And my husband, shout out, Face Ghosty, shout out, was probably looking at the screen like, what are you playing? What are you doing? I thought it was so funny. But you know what? He let me have my moment with it. You've seen the scene on Pinterest I'm sure you've probably seen it when you went to the X-Space banner too. Guys, can someone tell me the petition link, please? Is it on your Discord? I need to sign from 8 accounts. Let's go, Cherry. I don't know if that works for you, but I'll post it in my Discord as well. If you join our Discord, it is in the Love and Deep Space channel. Did I post the right one? I did, yeah. Also, Cherry, welcome in. It's so nice to see you here. We have been venting and yapping all night, so welcome on in. And hopefully that link works for you. You're welcome. You're a real one for real. As horrible as it would be for this to be a PR stunt, I oddly hope it is so you can all get Valko. I mean, at the end of the day, like, if it is a PR stunt, okay. If it means I get Valko, listen, I'm gonna take the goods and run, sister. You know what I mean? But like, I would still hate them for doing this, causing me emotional damage. I just woke up and oh my god, Cherry, I'm so sorry that you woke up to this. Oh my gosh, but you are a real one for signing it through 8 different accounts. Should I refresh this? What are we sitting at now? It's definitely been going up a lot slower than it was earlier today. Thank you, Space Ghosty, for the Discord link. I feel bad for the people who made an account for him. Oh, I have seen people who made a 6th account. I've seen that too. To be honest, I almost considered that as well, but I didn't. I don't know how I feel, Ashley. I just want Valko, but I don't know if there's a good way to get him back. I think the only thing we can do is to keep taking action like this and keep making our voices heard as much as possible. But at the end of the day, like, we're not Infold and we don't know what they're gonna do. So it's just so hard to know and so hard to like try to figure out what their next course of action would be, but can't lose hope is what I'll say. I was a little annoyed at first when he launched because it was a bad time, never because the love interest was bad, and then I loved him. Yeah, okay. Me too. When he first got announced, the first thing I thought of was, when are Caleb and Silas going to get their Bond stories updated? Because I've been craving their Bond stories. But then I watched the trailer and I was like, okay, like, I'll take Valko too. I'll take him too. I would like to eat this man up. Please and thank you. And now it feels like we got nothing. Like, yeah, main story update September, November for Caleb and Silas. That's great. I just have to believe that that was going to happen anyway. And so I still feel like I don't know the answer to the bonds for Caleb and Silas. And I'm so sad that Valko's not in the game anymore. Lads shall spam with Valko fix. Oh, lads AO3 shall spam with Valko. Oh, for sure. They're going to make all the fan fictions. Valko reminds me of my real-life spouse. Super fun, playful, and clingy in a cute way. Oh my gosh, that's so sweet, Ren. Feels like a gut punch. I'm so sorry. I'm sending you all the hugs and love in the world. I can't even imagine. Because as much as Space Ghosty will say that he's nothing like Caleb, he makes me feel the same way that Caleb does. So I would feel like I was gut punched too if that happened to Caleb. The memory card name. Oh, Within Reach. Thank you so much. Yes, Within Reach. Also, hi, Alicia. Welcome in. Totally forgot. I kept thinking Immobilized, but that's the closet one. It feels like Infold is trying to make it a global versus CN players to me. I just generally have this sense of like players are pitted against each other And I hate that. I hate that feeling because it's like, we're all playing the same game. We're all here for the same game. Why are we ruining it? The VA and people are losing their jobs over these immature hyenas complaining because they have nothing else to do. Like, hello? I know, I can't, Cherry, I can't stop thinking about the VAs because, again, like, I refuse to believe that Valko just was developed last week and he just came out. No. This man has been in development for at least a year, if not more, if not before 2024, before the game even launched. And to think that like all the hard work that the VAs put in, all the hard work that the artists put in to make his character, all of the hard work that went into writing his lore just went down the drain is shattering. Just is so sad. I can admit it took Valko a bit of warming up to after I started rewatching and seeing his other trailers. Yeah, and I mean, like, that's totally valid too, you know? Like, don't have to, like, love everything right when you see it either, but I cannot fathom a world where I would hate someone else for liking Valko. Like, I just can't. And that's true of any love interest. And that's why, like, this reaction from this player base is so jarring for me. Also, hi Sarah, welcome in. They're using Zane as a shield and that makes the Zane girly and me upset. Who's using... Who is? That's so upsetting. I don't like that. See, and now it's like pitting love interests against each other, which I hate that too. I hate that too. There's a seat for everyone at the table. Valko could have been there. We all could have had what we wanted. I don't understand. Infold could have done more Bond stories and anecdotes, and the fact that it's been close to 2 years and they haven't caught up in the anecdotes and Bonds is ridiculous. I know, yeah, and that's something they should have addressed long before Valko even came out, because that's been content that's been missing for too long as it is. And so the fact that they removed Valko and saying that it's in favor of that when they haven't even done that in the first place doesn't make me feel very good as a player. Players are numbers, this is true. The main issue is Infold. Oh yeah, they are the main issue, for real. They basically fired 4 to 5 VAs along with artists and animators. Did they say that somewhere? I know, like, I'm fairly certain, like, the VAs probably, yeah, like, what happened to them, but what about the other people? Also, like, the development side of things, I mean, I'm certain that they had to have hired a motion capture actor for Valko. For those of you that don't know, they use motion capture for Love and Deepspace for the kindled scenes, and I think, isn't Valko like taller than the other guys? I'm pretty sure they would have had to hire a separate man or person for that. I was losing interest in not playing regularly, but now I wanted to. I don't know anymore. I know it's hard for me to know what to feel excited for at the moment. I joined the game when Zane's 3rd myth dropped, and now it is on a rerun, but I don't care about it. Yeah, and I think that goes back to the issue of, like, what now? Like, yeah, we have the Zane rerun. Yeah, we're gonna get the kitchen. We're gonna whatever, but, like, there's no banner, like, major new banner to look forward to. Like, no new major cards, really. Also, welcome in. Let me know if I'm saying your name wrong or if you prefer a different nickname. Is it Iman? All the characters are planned for the start, even if they don't know how he looks like. Yeah, exactly. Like, I refuse to believe that they didn't have a whole roadmap of content planned out and that Valko had always been part of that plan. And that's why I'm concerned that removing him from the game means that they're going to have to rewrite even, like, some main story and other things amongst that. And I don't know what that's going to do to the game because we never even had a chance to experience it. We never even had a chance. Red Apple, hello, welcome in. You're so real for that. The link for the petition is working. Let's sign, all of us, then already have 51% of their goal. Oh my gosh. Should I refresh this again? It is. Look, it's been going up since we started streaming. Also, welcome in, Anna. Zane's rerun is releasing next month and no one cares about it. Yeah, I mean, I like Zane, and I certainly don't. I'm not going to pull on it. I'm not going to spend money on it. I might have considered doing that before, but not anymore. I was excited by Zane, but now it feels hinted. Yeah, oh, I know, for sure, homie, for sure. What's crazy is they said Silas and Caleb are coming back between September and November. I'm like, why did you not say this in the stream? It might have cooled down the fandom. I know, why, like, and they just had like that one screen that was like, more main story is coming. Like, be more clear for when, so people know and can like plan for it. It's that issue, like it's like the lack of full transparency and communication that I think they've been like shooting themselves in the foot. Cherryberry, after hearing that they canceled Valko, I don't feel like playing anymore because I was excited for him to be a love interest, but now the game won't make any sense. I was still excited for him to be a love interest too. I was too. I don't know if it makes, I mean, yeah, now I feel like I'm going back to just looking forward to Caleb's stuff, which is fine, but I was so excited to have another character that I was really jazzed about. Yeah, he is taller than the rest, right? Yeah, homie, they can't keep people interested with only reruns, for sure. Especially, like, people that have been playing the game, too, for a hot minute. Like, that's not going to appeal to them. No main story will be rewritten due to this bad decision making. And I freaking hate that. It's terrible decision making. Yeah, I see a lot of people saying they're not spending a dime on this game anymore. I mean, I'm not either. I'm not either. Time limit will screw the story. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure, yeah. Infold is reminding me of EA now, maybe even worse. I'm unsure. Just they sacrifice storytelling for profit. And what sucks about that is that, like, that's also a big part of this game's appeal, is their storytelling. And now what? And again, that they said no new love interest ever? Like, it was so much fun to, like, get hyped about Valko being announced and seeing people's, like, reactions and, like, oh my god, and speculating about his lore and how he might have been hinted at before. I mean, it just feels like such a killjoy, and I really hate that. Yeah, this is true. There is still a group of CN players that did want him as a love interest. I mean, certainly that subset that did what they did is not representative of the whole, for sure. Do you think they will be forced to address what's been going on today? I don't know. I think it would be in their best interest to address what's been going on today and not just, like, brush it under the rug. But I don't know what they're gonna do, because I don't know if they're thinking, like, oh my god, we've been saying so many things. If you look at, like, here, and they're like, sorry for reaching out again and again and again. But, like, I think it would be in their best interest to say something. I think it would be a bad look to just, like, continue business as usual. No new love interest ever for this type of game is a very bold and odd statement to make. I know. It is very bold and odd. Like, what a way to kill people's, like, future excitement. Like, knowing that you can't anticipate that anymore is just so weird to me. It's so weird. I was assuming that with the main story, we would get Raphael and Xavier, Silas and Zane, and then Caleb and Valko. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the order. I mean, now I think they said September and November for Caleb and Silas, but I think we would have gotten that regardless of Valko coming. I don't know what their timeline would have been like. They should have said in the live stream, but I'm inclined to believe that their main stories would have been updated anyway. It did feel odd to me that they said their main stories were now in production, because it's like, why now? But maybe they have been developing it. I don't know. I don't know. It almost sounded like they decided to get as much money as possible from the game until it dies on its own after a long neglect. Wow. I mean, I surely hope not. I surely hope not. That would be so gut-wrenching to me. That line alone made me think that there were other love interests after Valko and they stopped. Me too. I thought the same thing too. I thought like that confirms that they are gonna release other love interests all along, because they said that and it was never gonna stop at 6, but now they're saying never again. Cherry, I gotta go, but I did end up signing with 11 accounts, and all the best to everyone. Only love, because this community is beautiful despite the shitfold. Bye, Cherry. Have a great night. Thank you so much for being here. And as one lad's lover to another, thank you for signing the petition with multiple accounts. You're a real one for that. As much as I love the boys, there's only so many banners before the whole game is stale if they don't innovate, and then they're just stagnant. 100,000 million %. Like, now to me it feels like what you're saying is Xavier, Zane, Raphael, Silas, and Caleb are going to carry the game until it shuts down one day. Which, like, whoa, that's like a lot of pressure. Not saying that they can't pull out more storylines and make them interesting still for like a while to come, but I think it would become stagnant too. I never hoped I was wrong this much in my life. I've never hoped you were this wrong either, homie. Not having a new love interest ever will eventually kill their global player base. This was a poor decision on their part, but at the end of the day, I don't think they care about global players. I am inclined to agree with that. Like, and think about it too. Part of the appeal of introducing new love interests is that it would attract new players to the game, which benefits them, it benefits the player. And now it's like, okay, we're taking away the diversity of love interests? I don't understand. I just don't understand what we're gonna do in the game until September. Yeah, Blueberry, 100%. Like, yeah, we're gonna get a kitchen and a photo booth, and then what? Like, I'm gonna go burn the kitchen down with Xavier, and then go in my living room and take a picture with Caleb, and call it a day? Like, it's gonna be so dry. Yeah, you get nothing. There is assumptions that Valko might come back in the future, but might be redesigned. Like, his looks will be redesigned? Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. I used to be unsure about a 6th love interest, but did not want any more love interests after Valko, though. Yeah, I think that that's fair. I can only share my perspective as someone who's only been playing since January of this year. I was so excited for a 6th love interest, while also still feeling the concern of like, well, what about Caleb's Bond stories? What about this, that, and the other thing? But I am not in a position to say no to that because I'm enjoying the content, and I would have only been happy with more content. Everyone is joining the Silent Whispers game. I know. And that's like what their only real competition at the moment. Probably won't come back if he's not there as a love interest on July 9th. See? See, like, there are people who straight up won't want to play because of this, and I totally understand that. And again, like, what do we have to look forward to? Yeah, why redesign? He was already perfect. He really was. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm gonna look into Silent Whispers too. I still, like, in my heart, I still, like, I love Caleb so much that I don't want to stop playing because I love Caleb so much. But I'm also just like, I don't know what I have to look forward to at the moment. It's not like Caleb's getting anything new that I care for at the moment, and I don't know when he will. Oh my god, we have 128,000 now? Let's go. Not even global CN. We feel the pain after the honeymoon, and they will face the horrors of their mistakes. I know. I know. It concerns me for the longevity of this game. Killer Artist, I don't want to redesign for Valko either. Look at him. Look at him. Look how perfect. Loved him just the way that he was. Infold could be sued for false marketing, so Infold is really in hot water. That's what I've seen people saying too. I mean, it is false marketing for sure. If Valko is truly gone, they have to rewrite the story plot. That is going to take time, potentially over a year, to try and make a new story. Yeah, that's like my worry with that too. And plus, like, we still don't have answers for the content that's missing in the game. If that's what they're committing to, like, you should have done that from the start, Infold. Let's be so for real. You should have been upfront about when things were coming and given us proper roadmaps of everything so that people knew. But they haven't said anything still, so I don't understand. Leave that handsome boy alone, for real. For real. Valko was linked with Ever, and now we won't know what's going to happen in the main story. Yeah, we didn't even have a chance. We didn't even have a chance, and that's what makes me so mad. Is we didn't even have, like, a moment to realize his story. Also, Reina, hello, welcome in. He's Smexy. He really is. I won't come back if he doesn't. Wild coming from someone whose main is Silas. I totally get that. I mean, I main Caleb, and this was upsetting enough to where I'm trying to figure out where do I fit Love and Deepspace into my daily rotation, my daily game, honestly, that I play, and what happens from here. I don't know. I was excited for Japanese dubbed Valko. I was too. Silent Whispers trailer looked nice. One of them even looked like Silas, but nope, even if Valko is not released, I'm not going to leave Silas alone anyways. And that's totally fair too. Yeah, that's totally fair. I love Caleb, but Infold will most likely neglect him again. Plus, it doesn't help that they literally never communicate or listen to the surveys. I know. I know. It's really sad. And it's like, what's the point of filling out the survey then? And it's true, like, Caleb does feel really neglected, and it already feels like dry with his content. I know we're coming out of, like, his birthday month right now, but yeah, I don't know what to be excited for anymore. I agree. I want to see more Silas, but it's so heartbreaking, all of this. Yeah, it's very, very heartbreaking. I love that the Global has united to try and bring back the Were Fridge. The Were Fridge is catching on, and I love that. I'm leaving the game on the 9th if he's not in the game, because this just proves that they can remove anything whenever the CN player base decides they don't want it anymore. Blueberry, that's been like a concern a lot of people have shared here, because I think there's a lot of truth to that. If they can do it to Valko today, who knows who it can be tomorrow if that player base comes out and says something or something happens. I don't know. My stance on that is, if Valko's not safe, is anyone safe? I don't know. I was looking forward to the true enemies from both sides. I know. I was too. I was too. I guess I will need to write fics about all of the 6 love interests. I guess so. Guess you'll have to live vicariously through your fics. I like making fan stuff, even if it's just for myself and for fun, because it's very much a thanks for the content. I'll just take it from here. I love that. I love that. It's like they give you enough inspiration and then you take it from there. Love that. No one is safe, exactly. I deleted the game before this heartbreaking letter came out. Oh my gosh. I've seen a lot of people who've been deleting the game who were gonna, and then this pushed them over the edge. But yeah, the fact that you did it before the letter, I mean, I feel you. Hashtag save the wear fridge. Homie, your hashtag is catching on. What makes it fishy is even his trailers are still up and it's still on socials like Instagram, but removed on their official site. I know, it's so weird. And like, I mean, I can refresh this, but like, why is his Discord thing still here too? Look. This is still here. Are these still locked too? Now it's been literal hours. Oh yeah, look. They still have all of these channels locked down. That's crazy. That's crazy. You're proud of it, as you should be. As you should be. Did this get more traction? It did. Yeah, it's just... I just like don't know what to feel excited about anymore for this. Because again, like what banner is there to look forward to? His trailers haven't been removed yet and this is the last day of June. Yeah, and they're on... I've unfollowed them. I unfollowed them on Instagram, but isn't his thing still there too? His little like reels or whatever? It is still there. Wow. This was actually heartbreaking for me. I deleted Lads and fully planned to uninstall all other Infold games that I play. The idea of this happening to the other games is too much to bear. Oh my gosh. Is it a llama? I totally get that. I totally get that. I totally feel that. In some ways I feel the same way too. Like I'm scared for what it means for like the future of this game. I don't play any of the other Infold games anymore, but I get that. I did it as a break and come back after Valko releases, but I am not. But I'm out. Yeah, that's totally fair. There's a lot of people who are like, well, I was going to come back for Valko, but now I'm not. I uninstalled the game yesterday. I got so disheartened. I will stay away for a while. Silas and Raphael main. Aw, killer artist. I'm sending you love. I'm sending all of you so much love, but I know, I'm so disheartened too. I was excited to have my unholy trinity. And it's just... I hate that he's not going to be here. I really do. I'm going to work out with Silas and wait until we get some clarity in that confusion. And like, who knows what kind of clarity we're going to get, if anything, on all of this. Yeah, like, who knows? Thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate that. I was so excited for Team Silas and Team Valko. I know, me too. I had the same exact sentiment. I was so excited to do like all the things on stream with everybody and have his new cards and speculate, and it's just shattering. I can't look at the game knowing that he was supposed to be there. I know. What are they gonna do with that coming soon bubble? Like, are they just gonna get rid of it now? And it's going to be 5 guys. What are they going to do about the 6 Stella colors? With 5 of them assigned and 1 of them missing now. I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. This still feels so crazy to me that this is the route that they went. Like, they totally picked the nuclear option. There were so many other things they could have done, and the fact that they've chosen this, I can't wrap my head around it still. Yeah, it would have been so amazing and magical, I know. Team Silas and Team Valko would have been fun indeed. Really, it would have. Oh my gosh, they might try to act like he didn't exist at all. And I hate that, because it's like the damage has been done. Like, you showed him, you teased him, you did a whole freaking live stream for him. And I can never just pretend like that didn't happen. I don't play the game, but I watch other people who can, and I get the same enjoyment, and I feel conflicted on leaving this fandom because Zayn is my zodiac soulmate, as you're both Virgos. Oh my gosh. Sarah, you're definitely not alone. You're not alone. I know a lot of people who don't play but watch others, and I think they just feel conflicted because their characters are like their comfort characters. But again, if they can do this to Valko, who's to say they can't do it to someone else? Yeah, why did they choose the worst option? There were so many other options they could have explored first before making this extreme of a decision. They saw all the buttons and pushed the big red button that says this plan is too dumb, don't do this. Like that meme where they don't know which button to press. I just had an idea. If Valko is released, they better put the Bang Chan's song from Stray Kids Railway as a song. You should send that to them. I'm still super in denial and delusionally believing that Valko hacked the Infold accounts to troll. On a Silas, that's such a funny thing to have on it. I kind of love that. I'm in denial too. Yeah, we saw his trailer. We saw his trailer, and I feel like so teased about it. Stray Kids song for Valko would be so fitting. It really would be. I'm an Apple Crow and was ready to be a dark, unholy Trinity main. Oh my god, me too! Me too! I consider myself mostly Apple, but Apple Crow, and I was telling everyone I was so happy to have my unholy Trinity. I wanted the wolf, the bird, the crow, the bird, and Caleb, and our big brother. At least Tomodachi Life is with us on this. They are supporting us to bring back Valko. What? Wait, Alicia, what? Say more. What does that mean? I saw that apparently members of BTS spoke out and said how upset they were with this decision, and I'm like, good. Good. We need more of that celebrity coverage. People even compared Valko. Oh my god, are you serious? I could see that. I could see that. Let's all be delusional with Ona Silas's version of the story. Delulu is the Solulu. Okay? I'm mostly Apple, but Apple Fish, and was going to become an Apple Fish Wolf. Aw, Crexton. I feel you. I feel you. My heart goes out to everyone who was going to have Valko be part of their trinity. Or their two mains. Ona Silas, that's genius. It really is genius. Oh, as in we can make Valko and Tomodachi Life. I see, I see. I saw a post on Twitter of Tomodachi Life supporting us to bring back... Oh, wait, what? That makes me love them. I like Valko from the jump. He was so unserious in his full trailer, and I just love him. I was telling my friends that... Oh my, he's Belgian, Malinois coded? Who's that? He was very unserious, though. He was. Wait, Joy, are you a stay? What's a stay? What does that mean? Let's all drink the Delulu lemonade together. Oh my god. Oh, a dog breed. Oh, I see. Oh my god. Oh, that's so funny. I love that. I'm mad, but I also feel bad about the artists, voice actors, and designers. They literally worked so hard, and now it went to waste. I know. I'm really sad for them, too. I mean, like, imagine if you spent years writing Valko only for your boss to be like, we're not publishing him. I would be gutted. Stay is the fandom name of Stray Kids. I don't think I know what that is. I don't think I know what that is, so I don't think I am. Stray Kids fan. Oh, I'm not familiar with Stray Kids, but I will look into that. I'm not familiar. Just to be clear, I was just repeating an actual Valko comic on Twitter. Oh, that's funny, Honest Silas, but that's really cute. I mean, I want to believe that that version is true. Cheers, homie. We're all gonna drink the Delulu lemonade. I wish. Check the song Railway. Ooh, okay. I will be sure to do that. Oh, it's a K-pop group that's just as popular as BTS. Thank you so much for telling me. I love BTS. I love BTS. I'll definitely look into them. There's rumors, most likely false, that they even trademarked his name since 2003 or 2023. I mean, maybe they had trademarked his name. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe they did. Just people mention Stray Kids and Bang is the leader of... Oh, I see. Yeah, I didn't know that was a K-pop group, but I'll definitely have to look into them. I used to be a big K-pop fan when I was younger, in my 20s. Oh, homie, you've seen BTS 4 times in concert? I'm so jealous. Oh, he's called the Wolf in the group? Oh my gosh. Well, that makes total sense. Why you guys are comparing him to him. I love that. I love that. Wow. I'm gonna refresh this. I'm curious. Oh yeah, it's definitely going up again. Good. I did a quick search on Valko and Tomodachi Life. I found only memes of him. Maybe it was like a Twitter post or something? I don't know. I really hope they bring him back. He was gonna be such a cute and loving character. I know he was. I am so gutted by this. Like, again, as both a creator and a consumer. The creator side of me was just excited to share the cards with all of you and freak out on live streams over his stories. And the consumer side of me, obviously, because he was going to be part of my unholy trinity. The comparisons were so similar. Oh, my crush was close to being an ally and got canceled. Oh my gosh. You are a big K-pop fan too? I know, he was gonna be so cute and loving. I loved the trailer they showed of him in the live stream. I loved it. Not missing much as the fandom has the same parasocial issues as lads. Ah, I see. Honestly, can't stand these parasocial issues in this community. This is why we can't have nice things. Twitter is trending with 5 love interests right now for me. Oh, like a hashtag. Oh, you saw the comparison to Bangchan and Valko. I love that. I was excited to make fan vids for them. I might eventually, but right now I'm upset. Yeah. It is the hashtags that are trending. I don't like that. I don't like that. I want Bring Back Valko to be trending. Not that. I know. I was so excited to make little shorts about Valko. I was saying earlier that I was going to go back to my live stream when I live streamed the version 6, their version 6 live stream, and I was going to make a short about it. I was going to post it today, but I'm not going to do that now because that feels just tone deaf because he's not coming, and it just makes me sad because it reminds me that he's not coming. And I really hate that. I still don't want to believe that this is real because there was so much hype for him. And the live stream was literally this past weekend. I just can't believe it. Bang-chan is half wolf and half kangaroo. It is a meme reference because he is known as a wolf animal and can jump very high. Oh, I love that. I love that. Basically, the whole media platforms are all about Valko right now. Oh, yeah. I'm 100%, I'm sure. Please check the song. Maybe you turn astray too. Oh, I definitely will. I definitely will. I love that you guys told me about this. I really want to keep venting and crying over this, but I do need to wake up. Oh my god, in 4 hours and 30 minutes? Homie! Thank you for the stream. Sending love and hugs and Delulu lemonade to everyone. Homie, thanks so much for being here. I love you with all my heart. Have a great night. I hope you get some sleep. Justice for the wear fridge. I love you, homie. Armies are trying to help us with the protest. I saw that too. I saw that too. I saw that too. Justice for Valko, yes. I love that you guys are spreading these hashtags here. Bye, homie. Yeah, I should get going soon too, but I mean, I'm trying to think if there's like anything else I want to say about this other than I'm just like massively disappointed. I can't wrap my head around why this had to happen. I think there were so many other things Infold you could have done instead of choosing this nuclear option. And I'm mad at you, Infold, for doing something that's so harmful to this game that we've all come to know and love. I'm mad. I'm mad and sad. Just a word of advice. Avoid K-pop Twitter. K-pop Tumblr is chill based on what I've seen. That'll be easy for me to do. I don't actually use Twitter. But good to know. I haven't used Tumblr in years either. But I remember in my 20s when I did. I was on Tumblr for that all the time. Yeah, Army's gotten into this. Having BTS Army on our side is a big deal. Yes, totally, totally. I was really happy when I saw them speak out against this. Space Ghosty, shout out. If you enjoy the discussion, please follow Joy for more. Oh, thank you so much. Space Ghosty is not only our mod, but he's also my husband. My IRL husband. And he's being a real one, watching the stream in the other room and sending the Discord link to you all, so thank you. I'm also Army. Me too. Bring back Valko. Hashtag save the wear fridge for real. For real? Oh my god, yeah, for real. Well, I feel like I could just keep going, but I think, ew, my lips are so dry. Shout out husband, for real. He's a real one. I would be okay if they at least released him for global. That way CN server doesn't have to interact with him and everyone else can enjoy Valko. I know, I saw people saying that, like, why can't everybody else have him? From a game development standpoint, I don't know what that would look like for them, but again, I think it points to the fact that there were so many other things they could have done instead of this route. This just seemed like the most extreme possible response. Because again, it's not like they just said, we're canceling Valko. They said, we're canceling any potential new future love interest, which, why? Why would you say that to a game whose appeal is the men and the love interest? Like, why? Why would you say that? I hate it. Honestly, a Discord server should just be made to bring back Valko. Laura, I don't know how true this is, so don't, like, take this with a grain of salt. But apparently in the actual lads Discord, there were people in the general chat spreading a link for a server that people made just for Valko. I don't know if that's true, but if it is, perhaps we can find it and we can all join it. I don't know. We love Joy. I love you guys. I love you guys with all my heart. I don't understand how they removed him from the website but still have him up on different platforms, which makes no sense since everyone's been saying it's a PR move. I don't understand it either. I don't understand that either. And like, they locked down several of their Discord channels, but literally not the Valko one, which I'm like, what are you doing? I don't understand. I don't understand. I thought something that was great is why couldn't lads just add a block button so you can block any love interest and cards of theirs you don't want? Honestly, yeah, I don't know. Again, it's crazy to me for one human to look at another human and be like, I hate this love interest and I don't want him and therefore you can't have him either. What? Like, I don't get it. I just don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand. I would do the same thing too. We love you, Joy. You're so supportive. Oh, I love you guys too. Thank you so much, Laura. I appreciate that. I'm glad to have found your channel, even if I just discovered it through this live. I'm so glad that you found it too. I really am. I'm a simple guy. I see Caleb in thumbnails. I sub. Oh yeah. For anyone that's new here, we're doing a Stardew Valley playthrough on the channel with a Caleb mod. And we're romancing Caleb and marrying him. Actually, if you're interested, I think in this description, in this stream description, there's a link to all my Stardew Valley mods, including the Caleb mod. If you happen to play Stardew and you're interested in having Caleb in your game, there is a fantastic Caleb mod, and we're playing Stardew and we're gonna marry him. The person that made that mod is just genius because we've been having so much fun with that mod. So if you're interested, I do stream that as well. And maybe we'll stream it later this week so we can keep venting. I'm gonna wish Silas good night and go to sleep. Everyone, good night, Joy. And don't forget, hashtag justice for Valko. Justice for the Wear Fridge. Bye, Louisa. It was so nice to meet you. Thank you so much for joining us here, and I hope you have a great night. Imagine all of this is revealed to be a joke tomorrow morning. I would be mad. Like, part of me would be like, great, give me Valko. Just like, shut up and give me Valko. But the other part of me would be like, why would you do this to me? Why would you do this to me? I clicked on your channel to see what type of videos you post. I saw Caleb and you mentioned marrying Caleb. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. That's so funny. Thank you so much, Cruxton. I appreciate that. Yeah, I guess I could say this now. Well, do I want to say anything else about this? I don't know. I'm just mad. I'm just sad and mad, you guys. I'm frustrated. I can't believe this is real. I'm mad at Infold. I'm very mad at Infold. I don't know how to feel about the future of this game. I don't know. I would still be mad, but would try to take Valko and run. Yeah, same. I mean, I'd be like, great, give me Valko, but like, why, Infold? Hopefully by tomorrow, they change their mind to bring him back. I know, and I just like, I'm so scared of waking up tomorrow morning and seeing whatever the heck is gonna happen here. Guys, they just posted something 2 minutes ago. Oh, shut up. Oh my god. Shut up, please. Oh my god, are you being so for real? They posted this 2 minutes ago. Coziness for a carefree summer. The Cozy Summer event is coming soon. Claim various furniture designs for free. Event duration from 5 server time on July 2nd to 4:59 July 8th. Okay, so a 6-day event for what? for claiming these? That's what you're gonna come out with right now? After everything going on in your channels? This is what you've posted in your X feed? What the actual heck, you guys? I'm not kidding. Look at this. Their last announcement was from 5 a.m. my time when they talked about Anime Expo and they said that they're taking away the... Oh, I'm so sorry. I hit the microphone. I'm so sorry. But here they talked about taking away the Valko cosplayer for Anime Expo. And then this was their latest announcement. Cozy Summer? Are you being so for real with me right now? Yeah, they're clearly trying to ignore us. Oh my god. What is this garbage? What is this garbage? I don't care. I don't care about your drapey vines. I don't care about the contour table. Or I don't care about any of this crap. What a tone deaf response. I'm really holding back on cursing like a sailor at the moment. I don't understand. I just don't get it. Yeah, this is insane. They're clearly trying to ignore us by posting that, trying to sweep this under the rug. Cozy Summer. More like Crash Out Summer. What are you actually doing? Literally, this is Crash Out Summer. What are you doing? No, people stop liking this. Oh my god, stop oh, this is insane. I'm calling Infold CNEA now, for real. This is so crazy. The comments are roasting them on the post. Really? Gives a fuck about we don't care. Oh my god. That's the best thing I've ever seen. Oh my god. I'm just gonna save that picture. Only 5 minutes and 1,000 comments and they're already cooked. Good. Literally good. What is this? This is such trash. How rude. Look at this. Bring back Valko. I love that. We want Valko back. Cute. Now fix the lighting issues, KOD, and stop censoring content. No, I'm so happy people are roasting them here. Good. Caleb is making me a proud husband with that picture. Same. So it's okay for the CN server to harass the workers to get what we want, but global servers asking for Valko and we get a... Here's the new table. Yeah. Is this not... You guys. Please tell me if I'm being crazy. Is this not the biggest FU to the player base ever? The global player base? Is this not the biggest FU? Like, people are having whole crash outs here and here. And they posted, "Here's the Cozy Summer event coming." No one cares. No one cares. Cozy Summer, more like Flunk Up Bummer. Stuck up jerks, bring back Wolfie Boy. For real. The comments are getting better even more when you refresh. Oh my god. I'm so here for this right now. The hashtag was just a slap in the face after that post too. Oh god. What was the hashtag? Did I miss it? Love and Deepspace. I think I missed it, but I spent millions of dollars in this game. My god. There's pictures of 4 love interests with the middle finger and Zayd with a blaster. Let's go. I knew it. Global does not matter to them. CN server controls Infold and there's nothing we can do about it. That's what this feels like. That's what this feels like, because that all happened with that small subset of the CN players. And then when we're all freaking out and we're trying to have this whole petition and all these things, they come out and they're like, hey guys, you thought that July would be empty, but really we have 6 pieces of furniture coming to you. And also you're going to get some chocolate and whatever the hell here. Which, like, why are you giving me chocolate when you're not updating the chocolate shop? And chocolate where? What? I don't understand. Hashtag lads Valko canceled. Oh my god, that's... I can't. I can't even. Yeah, they're like, man, anyway. Oh, look, new furniture. Like, no. No, nobody cares about this. You all want to be funny. Oh, God. I love these people. I love these people so much. Even most of the CN players are unhappy, so my question is, who the heck are they pandering to? That small... What I keep saying is the 1%. I don't know. It is a crazy hashtag. Yeah, so insane. So insane. So you can post this but not delete Valko from your page? What's up with the false advertising? Yeah, I'm sorry, that's such a valid point. Like, you're pulling him out of the game. You haven't fully removed all of his stuff from your socials, but then you post this. And you don't even have the gall to make some kind of a statement acknowledging what's happening right now. Oh, it was in the main cancellation post, the lads hashtag, which is so crazy that they made that their own hashtag. That's so insane. We are all in a lose-lose situation here, for real. Even most CN players are unhappy. Yeah, they totally are. The new hashtag is hashtag not Valko cancellation. Scamfold, hashtag save the lads love interest. Scamfold for real. For real. Like, what is it still on their Instagram? Valko, I mean? Like, I just understand. He is still there. Even all of his promotional videos and trailers are still there, which I just don't get. Like, this is so insane to me. So tone deaf. That's enough. Give her the wolf back, Silas. Oh my god, you're telling me that you took this away from me? Look at him. I just can't. I am so I'm confusion. Me too. Me too. Yep, people are calling them out. See, you cannot just act like everything is fine. It's not. You can't be serious. Real. I'm downloading all of his stuff, video and images. Yeah, I mean, I'm so, like, I downloaded them too because I'm just so afraid that I'll never see them again. And I loved the little bit of him that we got. Also, here, I'll just let that run so you can enjoy Zane. What's the point of having him in there? Exactly. Exactly. We don't want furniture reskins. We don't care. The version name of the 6.0 is still a shattered quiet on the new post. Anyone notice that? I didn't notice that. Giselle, that's such a good point. I didn't notice that. That doesn't make any sense because what's the shattered quiet? The kitchen? Xavier burning the kitchen down? I don't understand. With the Valko vids downloaded, we can share them in the Discord, right? We can share them in the Discord, yes. Yes. Because we don't know if they're going to get removed at some point. I would have to imagine... Yes? It would just be so weird to me if they kept that up when they fully canceled him and don't intend to release him. Thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. My denial coping mechanism be like 6 pieces of furniture because 6 love interests. Oh my god. Honest Silas. Yes, I can feel that. You want to reply on these too? I hope people keep these up too. Me too. Me too. I love that people are just responding to this. Good. Good. Oh, you're Rosy Gold? Does this, I don't know if this goes in order or if this is just being spammed. But you can tell us too what you said. Dang. Okay, that makes me so sad. Are you kidding? You're telling me that this got taken away from us? I hate that. I hate this. What'd you say, Laura? I'm so curious. I don't know if I'll find it. I wanted to make a fan vid edit for him. I was planning to use Animals by... Oh my god, I love Animals for Valko. That's such a good song for him. We don't want this. We want Valko. You wouldn't know that since you only pretend to hear your player base. So true. My sleep deprivation is not worth it. I'm going to sleep. Yes, please. If anyone here who has to go to sleep, please go catch you some Z's. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you for commiserating with us. It's much better to vent together than to be alone. Pardon my language. No one cares about this shitty trash. Bring back Valko so our summer can be cozy. You're so real for that, Laura. You're so real for that. You're so real for that. And true. Yeah, no one cares about this. Like, this is not a cozy summer. Like, no. No. They just reduced the message limit in the lads general chat in the main server. Are you serious? So now they're censoring. They're like fully censoring people still. That's crazy. That's crazy. In short, Infold expects us to pay them more money while making it more and more clear that they don't care about the global players. Oh yeah, that... Yes, it is. Yeah. Wow, people are popping off in here. It's a cold summer. Literally. It is a cold summer. Yeah, the fact that this says cozy summer after everything that went down is even more insulting. To be so for real. I really hate this. I can't even believe that that's the audacity of them to do that in the middle of all of this. If they don't care about the players, then guess they'll be losing customers. For real. Yeah, for real. I am not going to be spending money on the game anymore because of this. And I say that as a person that at one point was happy to do so for certain banners and cards, but not anymore. It was even worse before. My phone was about to catch fire. Oh my gosh. Wow. I feel for the devs. I feel for the dev team, artists, and the VAs, but the decision makers, you guys are getting karma. I feel for them too. Yeah, I feel for them too. And I'm like, I'm certain that the people who wrote him and created him must be so gutted that their entire work is being canceled like that. I did see some people say that it's a holiday and that it's a planned tweet. It's a holiday in China? Oh, like this was a scheduled tweet or something? I mean, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I hate that this was posted after all the drama that's been going down. It just feels so tone deaf. My bank account will be happy because I'm going free to play. I guess same. Yeah. Bye, Ashley. Have a great night. Thanks so much for being here and hanging out. I love you. I hope you have a wonderful night. It's gonna be a cold and dead summer without Valko, for real. A dev who helped him say that felt like they raised a baby and saw him die. Oh, that's so sad. But I get it, yeah. I get it. Pretty sure it might have been a scheduled message, but still they should have paused everything. Oh, 100%. Yeah, someone should have been like, maybe we shouldn't let that go out, given what's happening in the fandom at the moment. But if that's what it was and it was an oversight, it was a pretty bad one. Okay. I'm sad, I'm mad. I don't know what to do from here. I love our boys. I love them so much. I can't believe that this is real. I don't know what we're gonna wake up to tomorrow or the next day or whatever, but I could go on forever and ever. But I'll stop here. I'll stop here for now. And I'll say a couple more things before we wrap up. One, thank you so much, truly, from the bottom of my heart, for everyone being here. I did not anticipate such a big turnout of people. I just figured we're gonna do an emergency stream and talk about what this was about. And I just thank you so much for choosing to come and spend any portion of your day or evening with us. It means the world to me. Again, for those of you who don't know me, hi, my name's Joy, and I create cozy game videos here on YouTube. I don't just play Love in Deepspace. I play like Fields of Mystria, Pokopia. Like I said, we're doing a Stardew Valley run with the Caleb mod right now, and it's been super fun. We're also bringing back Coral Island into the channel, and I would love to have you back here for another stream so we can hang out and just have a great time. If you're not part of our Discord, it is linked in the description of this video, so please feel free to join. We are a very tight-knit group of people. We're all super close friends, and we would just love to have you. We would love more people. We welcome you with open arms. And we're going to keep talking about this, and we're going to keep covering this as it continues to unfold in whatever capacity that it does. And I appreciate you so much from the bottom of my heart. I'm also on TikTok, so if you want to find me there, Joy Among Stars. Again, full of lads content at the moment. I didn't mean for it to be lads only, but I just started the account like a few days ago. So if you want to check that out, please feel free to follow me there. Make sure you like the video, like the stream, or don't like the stream. That's okay too. And consider subscribing so you can join us again for more streams, more videos, more shorts, more community. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I'll flip to this screen. Very late. I'm not going to do a raid, but we'll keep that in mind for next time. Thanks again, everyone, for joining us. I really appreciate you so much. Wishing you a good time zone wherever you are. It's like getting so dark in here right now. And I just appreciate you for being here. Hopefully we wake up to something positive. I don't know. Sign the petition, do the things, hashtag bring back Valko, save the Ware Fridge, all the things. I love you all from the bottom of my heart, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.
셋, 별.